Chapter 1395. They ate, drank, and chatted happily. During this meal, they did not talk much about the general trend. It was not their turn to talk about it. They were not even at the pinnacle. Was it useful to talk about the emperor invasion? Useless. Some things were better understood in their hearts. When the sky fell, the tall man would hold it up. Fang Ping was this tall man. When the war came, the most dangerous one was not them, but Fang Ping. They ate and drank to their heart's content. Fang Ping chatted with everyone for a while and walked out of the cafeteria. Walking out of the cafeteria, Fang Ping exhaled softly. Behind him, faint footsteps could be heard. Tired? A soft, trembling voice sounded. Even though he knew the question was nonsensical, he could not help but ask. Tired? Of course. How could Fang Ping and the others not be tired after holding up the sky of humanity? How could they not be tired after fighting heavenly kings and emperors? It's all right. Fang Ping laughed. It was all right. It was always the same answer. Even if he was tired, he would not tell the others, lest they worry. Want to go sit? Beside him, the voice sounded again. Chun Yunshi smiled and pointed at the school archives building not far away. Go sit? Go sit where? Go sit on the rooftop of the school archives. Fang Ping was a little dazed, but he could not help but laugh. He had not been there for a long time. In the past, when there was a major event or a breakthrough, Fang Ping would go to the rooftop of the school archives. That place was also the highest place in the school. He really missed it a little. School archives, rooftop. Sitting on the edge of the rooftop, both of them did not speak much. Silence. The sky gradually darkened, and the night wind blew. The cat, that was not very tactful, refused to leave. Fortunately, with the night wind blowing, the cat lay on the ground and actually fell asleep. It seemed to be snoring. In the past, Chun Yunshi did not dare to touch the cat because it was very powerful. Today, she could not help but pat the big cat's head, her face full of smiles, saying softly, "This cat is so fat. Such a fat cat, such smooth fur, so comfortable to touch." The cat clicked its tongue, not knowing if it hurt her. It turned its body slightly, the fat on its body trembling, its fur rippling. Chun Yunshi snickered and secretly touched the cat's chin. It felt meaty and soft. Fang Ping laughed too, asking softly, "How have you been in the Outland recently?" "It's all right." It was the same argument. Fang Ping did not ask in detail. Chun Yunshi replied. After thinking for a while, she said, "Unhappily, it's just that the enemy is stronger. I heard that Ji Yao is about to break through to emperor rank when she comes out of seclusion." Fang Ping chuckled. "Are they really competing now? No, I just can't accept it." Chun Yunshi giggled. "Previously, Master and I suppressed her. We almost killed her a few times. I'm still at the 9th stage, but she's almost at the Overlord stage. If you don't insist on breaking through on your own, I can help you break through to the pinnacle. No, I think it'll be soon. It should be within the next few days. One more battle, and I'll be able to break through." Chun Yunshi refused. She felt that if she went to battle again in the next few days and fought to her heart's content, she would be able to break through. After cultivating in the void sky realm this time, his bones had become stronger, and so had his physical body. After this breakthrough, he might be able to go further. Fang Ping did not persuade her and continued to chat. He asked about Chun Yaoting's situation. This rank, 7 number 1 back, then had also achieved desperation realm a few days ago. He was faster than expected. Recently, he was guarding the Outland and did not return this time. They chatted about daily life. They did not talk about the dangers of the Outland or the difficulties of the future. Initially, he did not want to say anything that would spoil the mood. However, because Fong Ping mentioned it, Qin Yunxi's next sentence still made Fong Ping sigh. Instructor Bai's origin Dao has been defeated. Instructor Bai, by Ruoshi, the woman who lost her arm in the past, the woman who was still calm and composed after losing her arm, the teacher who sent Fong Yuan to carry out a mission behind Fong Ping's back. When Fong Ping found out, she almost fell out with him. The first time they knew about the catacombs was when Bai Ruoshi taught them a lesson. Fong Ping did not see Bai Ruoshi in MCMAU previously. He thought she was carrying out a mission outside. Now that he heard it, he was a little dazed. Quickly, he asked, "Is she still here?" "Yes." Fong Ping exhaled. It was a blessing in the midst of misfortune. Qin Yunxi knew that Fong Ping was very busy now. There were some things that he might not know, especially things below the pinnacle. Bai Ruoshi had not been able to break through to the pinnacle. When she was at rank 9, her Dao was defeated by the enemy. It's not only Instructor Bai. A few instructors were severely injured in the previous few battles. Now, some are recuperating. Some. I'm afraid they can no longer go to the battlefield. If they could no longer go to the battlefield, then it was not a light injury. Most of them had their origin Dao defeated. They were lucky to not die. If their origin Dao was defeated, those who were unlucky would explode directly. If they were lucky, they might become a cripple like Tianmu in the past. Actually, it was not that they could not be treated. Killing a catacomb's pinnacle and replacing their Dao could still allow them to continue fighting. However, this time, Fong Ping did not mention it. Since they were seriously injured, then they should rest. Being injured again and again, fighting again and again, these people were also tired. If they were treated now, these people would soon rush to the front line. It was better to be injured for a while and live a few days of peace. Perhaps this was not the life they wanted. Perhaps they would live a depressing life. However, Fong Ping still chose to be selfish. It was luck that they did not die. Even if they did not live happily, they should still enjoy a peaceful time. Even if it was only for a period of time, it was better than fighting all the time. Fong Ping did not ask the others. He did not ask about the people he did not see in MCMAU this time. Previously, he asked Bai Ruoshi only because she was Qin Yunxi's instructor. This time, he did not see many familiar faces. Fong Ping was afraid that if he continued asking, he would hear those unfortunate news. There would always be people dying in battle. MCMAU was no exception. Even if he knew that it was inevitable, even if he did not ask, it did not mean that the truth did not happen. Fong Ping still chose not to ask. If he did not ask, he would have some expectations in his heart. Perhaps they had gone to carry out a mission. Perhaps they did not make it back in time this time. There were many excuses, many reasons. There were more expectations in his heart, more sorrow. Both of them did not speak much. They looked down below, lost in thought. Under the night sky, MCMU was still noisy. The instructors and students were busy talking and laughing. There was no pessimism. Outside the campus, the lights were waning. Magic City was still bustling. The war lasted for days, but the human race was still bustling, still prosperous, as if they were not affected by the war. Every time they saw this scene, the powerhouses only felt satisfaction. Yes, satisfaction. When they were fighting outside, even if they had to sacrifice a lot of blood, they would drag the battlefield to the outer realm. Was it not to see this prosperity? To see this prosperity? The children's laughter, the old people's happiness, the social order was stable in this chaotic world. How rare! The catacombs, overseas beginner martial arts. It could be said that there was no place in the three realms that was more prosperous, more blessed than the human race, even if everyone knew in their hearts that these days might not last long. even if there was worry hidden in the depths of everyone's eyes. However, reality proved that when the powerhouses had not died in battle, the earth was impregnable. One by one, martial artists walked out of their homes, stepped out of the passageway, entered the catacombs, fought with strong enemies, died in battle, or continued to fight everywhere. All of this was exchanged with blood. Chun Yunshi was also looking at this prosperity and said softly, "Grandpa said that this prosperity was brought by all of you. If there was no minister, no you, no heavenly king suppression, there would not be today's prosperity." Fang Ping grinned and said, "Wrong. This prosperity was brought by generations of martyrs, by seniors like Vice-Chancellor Chun, who contributed selflessly. I'm very honored that I could be born in the human race and become a human. I'm very honored that I could be born in neo-martial arts. Powerhouses die in battle and do not retreat. They are strong, so they guard the borders and defend against the enemy outside, silently guarding Mount Imperial Sea for hundreds of years, knowing the danger, but still guarding the foot of Imperial Sea Mountain just to be able to report the enemy's invasion one last time when the enemy attacks. Guarding the catacombs for dozens of years is like a day, not retreating until we die." Many figures flashed through Fang Ping's mind. Warlord and the rest who guarded Imperial Sea Mountain, Taoist Ma who guarded Imperial Sea Mountain, Elder Fan, and the rest who guarded the passageway. These people sat in the catacombs for dozens of years, even hundreds of years. Some were alive, some had died in battle. Elder Fan, who guarded Magic City's catacombs, had died in battle long ago, but Fang Ping could not forget them. Was Fang Ping selfish? Very selfish. If he was in the catacombs, he might become an overlord or a powerhouse who lived like a cloud or a wild crane, but he would never become a hero who fought for the catacombs. It was not that he was great, but that he had no choice but to be great. How many people sacrificed for him? Too many. Not for him, but for the entire race. Humans were social animals. They were too influenced by their environment. In this era, where powerhouses were all heroes, if you were a powerhouse, you would be a hero. Even if you were not, you had to pretend to be one. The more you pretended, the more you would be a hero. The torch was passed down. Heroes could also be passed down. Did Fang Ping have a secret? Yes. The system's secret allowed him to show off his abilities when he was weak. It was unusual. Did no one know? Yes. Many people knew. When he was weak, Lu Fengru protected him. Old Man Li protected him. MCMAU's teachers and powerhouses protected him. When he was in the catacombs, Zhang Tao protected him. Warlord protected him. Many people protected him too, allowing him to grow. Did anyone think of digging out Fang Ping's secrets? Yes. However, even if they had such thoughts, they eventually gave up on this idea because Fang Ping had become stronger. Actually, it was the same. He could also give back to the human race. This was the thought of many powerhouses. In order to protect Fang Ping provoked many strong enemies in the catacombs. He risked the extinction of the human race. The human race's powerhouses also disregarded everything and started a war. Many wars were actually started earlier because of Fang Ping. However, no one complained. Many powerhouses even died because of this. Powerhouses who were stronger than Fang Ping. To avenge Huang Jing, Fang Ping started a war in Magic City. Zhang Tao and the others promised him. In the end, it evolved into a great war where Sino-nation's powerhouses joined the battle. Zhang Tao used the entire nation's strength to support Fang Ping and won that war. If it was in the catacombs, overseas, would something like this happen? It was impossible. Therefore, when Zhang Tao said that he pulled Fang Ping onto this path, it was better to say that Fang Ping willingly fell into his trap. Yes, did Fang Ping not understand? He understood it all too well. Sacrificing one's family for the greater good. He was not that great, but he had to be great. On the rooftop, Fong Ping said something powerful with a smile on his face. I'm honored. I'm really honored. In this chaotic world, was it not an honor to be born in the human race? For 100 years, the neo-martial arts powerhouses passed down from generation to generation had set an example for him. The previous generation's 3 leaders had all died in the catacombs. Who were these people? The former Sino nation's supreme leaders. Yet they had all died in the catacombs. No one retreated a step. In times of crisis, Zhang Tao, Li Jun, and the others stood up. No one retreated. They fought in the outland, without rest. Despite the war, Sino nation was still in a prosperous and peaceful era. This kind of peace was too shocking and too abnormal. It was impossible for this to happen, yet it had happened in the human race. How could Fong Ping not feel honored? If the human powerhouses were all selfish, would he be where he was today? Would he be fighting for the human race at this moment? If he did not show himself, would there really be people who would pay attention to him? Thinking of this, Fong Ping's face was full of smiles. The human race's future was hopeless and pessimistic. But now, the human powerhouses all had some hope. It was not because there was real hope, but because the torch passed down from generation to generation had filled their hearts with some light. In front, there were powerhouses breaking the darkness. The darkness could not make them completely hopeless. Every time the darkness descended, there would be people who stood up bravely and shattered the darkness, filling their hearts with light and hope. Chun Yunshi nodded lightly too. It was precisely because of the influence of these people, including her grandfather, that these seniors had generously sacrificed themselves and kept defending at the front line. That was why the new generation of martial artists today was also full of iron courage, unafraid of death. Fong Ping felt honored. So did she. Hopefully, the human race in the future would also feel the same. No matter how difficult it was, the human powerhouses had never retreated. In the past, those people shielded them from the wind and rain. Now, Fong Ping had stood up and shielded these seniors from the wind and rain. Fong Ping, do you think this kind of prosperous era will continue? It will. Fong Ping smiled. Of course it will. The 9 emperors are nothing to be afraid of. Don't be fooled by the 9 emperors and the others who seem very powerful. They don't understand that unity is strength. The 9 emperors and the others each have their own thoughts. Although they are strong, their internal affairs are extremely chaotic. You plot against me, I plot against you. The catacombs, the divine sect, the overseas islands, all of them are the same. That's why they have all lost. When the war breaks out, the 9 emperors might even fight among themselves. They don't trust each other. They might even want to kill each other. Do you think such people can win? Fong Ping's fighting spirit was high and vigorous. It's impossible for them to win. Although they are very, very strong, they are still destined to lose. This kind of outcome has been determined from the beginning. The hearts of the people are not united. You want me dead, I want you dead. How can we win? As long as we have the power to kill the emperors, the human race will be invincible. They are afraid of death. You are afraid. I am too. Even if there were countless examples in front of them, telling them that if they did not cooperate, they would definitely lose. They would still not cooperate. If a few emperors did not die, would they join forces? It was impossible. This was their deep-rooted bad habits. Even if they knew that cooperation was the best outcome, they would still not cooperate without suffering a huge loss. Just like Hong Yu and the others now, who did not easily destroy the human race before. In the end, you are not willing to contribute. I am not willing to let others take advantage of me. Until now, there was no other way. They knew that if they did not cooperate, they would be destroyed. Only then did they reluctantly cooperate. Even so, these forces have their own plans. If the human race really starts a war, as long as we kill a broken eight, do you believe that these forces will immediately collapse? Fong Ping said it matter-of-factly, as long as he killed a broken eight, the situation would tilt in the human race's favor. At the catacombs, there would definitely be a scene of people fleeing. Dead fellow Taoist, not me. If you die and I live, it means that I win. Fong Ping had seen too many of these fellows' thoughts. The more he saw through them, the more he saw through them. Were they stupid? Not stupid. However, after tens of thousands of years, these people had become selfish. You have your own plans, and I have mine. If they fought desperately, they might die. If they did not fight desperately, they might be able to escape. Why did they have to fight desperately? Of course, it was better to run. Chen Yunxi's eyes revealed a hint of admiration. She smiled widely and nodded. Yes, so we will definitely win. Of course. Fong Ping said it with a powerful voice. He laughed. It's the same for Nine Emperors, Heavenly Emperor, and the others. As long as I kill an emperor, these people will not dare to act rashly. They are afraid that the next one to die will be them. They know that they can kill me if they join forces, but they will think, who will be the first to charge? The one who contributes the most might be taken away by me before I die. That is why these people dare not and are not willing to contribute. This is what they are thinking. They are just a bunch of trash, nothing to be afraid of. The human race will not be destroyed. Yes, yes. Chen Yunxi nodded again, agreeing with Fong Ping. Yes, Fong Ping would win. Seeing this, Fong Ping laughed heartily. That was the feeling. It was so sweet. He was so sure that he would win, even if any of the emperors could easily kill him now. So what? There were no flowers under the moon, no sweet nothings at this moment. There was only Fong Ping's booing. What was an emperor? What was a great battle? It was nothing. The man was talking, and the woman was echoing. Yes, what Fong Ping said was right. She believed in Fong Ping. She really believed him, not just in a perfunctory way. This time, it triggered Fong Ping's talkative nature. He was afraid that no one would believe him when he bragged. He was afraid that people would not take it seriously. Now, there were people who believed in him and felt that he had no problem, that he could definitely do it. Then he had the desire to continue bragging. Emperors, only the few at the front, are more difficult to deal with. The few at the back, even if they come now, I have the confidence to take care of them. It's just that it's not good to alert them now. People like Heavenly Emperor and Young God don't think that they hide it well. I know exactly what they are thinking. This kind of people will be taken down by me sooner or later. The woman nodded. A cat quietly opened its eyes, yawned, and continued to sleep. He was addicted to bragging, killing emperors with one punch. Did he think that his combat strength was 1 billion? The cat was too lazy to listen. Suddenly, its ears drooped, covering the source of the voice. Continue bragging. I'll continue to sleep. I'll wake up when you're done. In the end, it was Fong Ping talking and Chen Yunxi listening. In the end, Fong Ping talked about how to restore the order of the three realms after killing Heavenly Emperor and Yang God, and how to make the three realms operate. After killing Heavenly Emperor and the others, it's time for me to retire. Old Zhang probably has to continue working for a while. If he doesn't work until he's 100 years old, I'm afraid there's no hope for him to retire. As for me, I have to retire before I'm 25 years old. In the future, it'll be a clerical job. Martial artists like us don't care about this. It's too troublesome. Chen Yunxi propped her chin with both hands, listening attentively, looking forward to it. Could he retire at 25 years old? It seemed like it would not be long. As for killing Heavenly Emperor, Yang God, and the 9 emperors, if Fong Ping said it was possible, then it should not be a problem. Fong Ping did not know how long he had been chatting. Seeing that the sky was about to brighten, he suddenly realized something. Had he been talking for so long? It was time to get down to business. He did not continue chatting with Chun Yunshi. Fong Ping left in a carefree manner. He had been deceived by himself. Was it difficult to kill the 9 emperors? Not at all. This was not a problem at all. What was troubling him now was that after he killed these people, what if old Zhang and the others did not let him retire? Fong Ping felt that these things were still a little troublesome. As he dragged Big Cat away, Fong Ping was still thinking about these things. He could not help but ask the cat, "Big Cat, if I kill those people, the 3 realms will insist on me being the boss. What should I do? If I don't do it, these people will pester me every day. How can I live? Can I find a place to hide? But if I hide, it'll make me feel guilty. You think there's a good solution?" At this moment, Big Cat was in a trance. Was it? Did he need to think about these things? You're already thinking about retirement. Why do I feel like I'm in a dream? Looking at Fong Ping's frown, as if he was really having a headache over this matter, Big Cat was a little dazed. It could not help but look at the sky. Was it still dreaming, or did the scammer deceive it? Was it so convinced that it was hallucinating? At this moment, Big Cat was a little unconfident because what the scammer said seemed to be true. Could it be that it did not sleep for a while last night, but for decades or centuries? Shaking its head, Big Cat did not want to think about it anymore. Let me be quiet for a while. My head was hurting. When the first ray of sunlight shone on Earth, Fong Ping went home to take a look. He did not wake up his parents or Fong Yuan. After leaving behind some treasures and some combat techniques, Fong Ping left elegantly. This time, he wanted to travel around the world to see if he could integrate some more cities. After the integration was complete, he would depart for Chu mainland. Fat Cat did not want to leave at first. It insisted on having breakfast, but Fong Ping dragged it away. What breakfast? Did it not know how fat it was? How could there be a cat with less than 9 pounds? It was waiting for breakfast. It was embarrassing. This time, Fong Ping did not spend too much time traveling around the world. He stopped and walked. 2 days later, Fong Ping returned to Magic City. He brought Iron Head, an old man, Lee out of Earth, stepping into the land realm again. The moment Fong Ping walked out of Earth, the powerhouses of the 3 realms received the news almost immediately. The Devil King was out of the cage. This was the first time Fong Ping walked out of the human world after slashing 9 pounds. Everywhere was shaken. This time, who was unlucky? Anyway, every time this fellow left Earth, everyone was unlucky. P.S. There are only 2 chapters left. I need to adjust myself. Chapter 1396. The Catacombs. As soon as Fong Ping and the other 2 came out, the catacombs acted as if they were facing a formidable enemy. Vaguely, a Brokenate's aura could be felt in the Mount Royal Sea region. However, he did not show himself. His aura was weak. No one knew which Brokenate was monitoring Fong Ping. Not only was this person monitoring closely, the other Brokenates were also on high alert, ready to attack at any time. Iron Head, an old man, Lee did not sense it, but Fong Ping did. Glancing in the direction of Mount Royal Sea, Fong Ping grinned. In the next moment, a gigantic middle finger appeared in the void. "I despise you. What are you looking at? I'm going to the Forbidden Sea to pee. Do you want to follow?" Fong Ping did not know which Brokenate was there. His aura was extremely weak, but he knew someone was there. At this moment, he was extremely arrogant. He had always been arrogant. Moreover, He had the right to be arrogant now. I'll be away for a few days. Behave yourself. Otherwise, I'll beat you up. Right, I'm going to Chu mainland to discuss the alliance with Chu. If you're interested, you can come with me. Or find a place to kill me. Don't worry, I didn't trick you. I didn't bring Heavenly King with me. Fong Ping laughed heartily. He was very arrogant and very calm. I didn't bring Heavenly King with me. Really? Heavenly King is still on Earth. You can investigate. Do you want to kill me? Beside him, Ironhead and Old Man Lee were helpless. Why provoke the catacombs? The other party had many Broken 8 powerhouses. Many of them had broken 2 gates. Although Fong Ping was also a Broken 8, he was only at the standard of a broken 2 gate. As for burning Tao to break 9, did Fong Ping still have powerful Tao in his hands? Not necessarily. Even Old Man Lee and the others were not sure about this. However, looking at Fong Ping's arrogant look, he might still have some. They could not see through Fong Ping now. The huge middle finger. Fong Ping taunted and left with the other 2, as if he was not worried that these Broken 8s from the catacombs would kill him. In the catacombs today, there were many Broken 8 powerhouses. Hong Yu, Hong Kun, Fong, and Demon Emperor. These powerhouses were the top 10 Broken 8 powerhouses. These people could even tie down 2 breakers for a short period of time, just like the Emperor's clones. However, even if Fong Ping taunted, no one showed up. No one attacked. Fong Ping and the others' Chis were also moving rapidly. Very soon, they entered the Forbidden Sea area, and the feeling was no longer obvious. After they left, a figure appeared at the peak of Mount Royal Sea. No matter how the cracks in the sky cut at him, he was not hurt at all. In fact, the cracks couldn't even get close to him. Not long after the silhouette appeared, a few more silhouettes appeared. Brother Yu. Li Zhu looked at Hong Yu, who was at the peak of the mountain, and greeted him. He frowned and asked, Fong Ping went overseas? Yes. Hong Yu was the one who wiped Fong Ping in the dark earlier. His mentality was strong, and he could monitor Fong Ping from a distance. Hong Yu stared at the direction where Fong Ping had left, frowning slightly. Soon, a few more people arrived. As soon as King Qian arrived, he asked impatiently, Fong Ping wants to go to the beginner's land. Hong Yu glanced at him and said calmly, That's what he said. Then, before King Qian could finish his words, Hong Kuan said calmly, You want to surround and kill him? King Qian said in a deep voice, Right now, we're all trembling with fear. We don't even dare to split up because we're afraid that Fong Ping will suddenly attack us. However, if the Heavenly King garrison really isn't following Fong Ping, King Qian took a deep breath and said, He's followed by Li Hansong and the Longevity Sword. Both of their paths are rather strange. Even if Fong Ping wants to borrow their paths, he might not be able to. As long as the Heavenly King garrison isn't following the humans and King Wu isn't by his side, no matter how strong Fong Ping is, he can only break 8. Having said that, King Qian said quickly, Find out where the Heavenly King garrison is. We'll naturally know if he's following Fong Ping. King Kuan frowned slightly. He did not really want to fight Fong Ping. However, the key was that Fong Ping was hostile toward them. Moreover, he might attack them at any time and defeat them one by one. If Fong Ping was like the Heavenly King garrison and went into closed-door cultivation when he had nothing to do, they would not keep an eye on Fong Ping. Now that Fong Ping was powerful and there was a threat from the emperors, it would naturally be best if they could coexist peacefully. However, Fong Ping gave everyone too much psychological pressure. He was not a person who knew his place. King Kuan looked in the direction of misery and fell into deep thought. Should he attack Fong Ping? Fong Ping said he was going to the Chu mainland to discuss cooperation. Hong Kuan felt that Fong Ping might really go there. As for cooperation or something else, it was hard to say now. Beside him, Fong smiled faintly. He's going to Chu to discuss cooperation. I think it'll be fine if King Wu goes. If he goes, it'll either be done immediately or a war will break out soon. Fist God, and the rest don't have good tempers. He's even more so. If there's a disagreement, both sides will fight very soon. Moreover, he's going to Chu. He actually brought Ash with him. Feng did not know whether to say that Fang Ping was too confident or too arrogant. Chu wanted to kill Ash. It was like that a long time ago. In order to kill Ash, the powerful fire god died. Fire god still had descendants. Sacred martial god had fought with Fang Ping and the rest before. Both sides might have cooperated twice, but it did not mean anything. Hong Yu smiled. The divine nation of chaos is also in the ocean. Fang Ping might be going there. Even if he's not, he might join forces with Tian Chun and the rest. Even if he doesn't, Tian Chun and the heavenly dog won't sit back and watch us get killed. So, even if Fang Ping is going alone, it doesn't mean he's going alone. Everyone nodded slightly. That was true. That was why killing Fang Ping was extraordinarily difficult. Li Zhu did not mention killing Fang Ping now, looking in the direction of misery. He said slowly, originally, we all wanted to see Fang Ping rush to the front and resist the pressure from the emperors. But Fang Ping actually puts more pressure on us than the emperors. They wanted Fang Ping to rush to the front and fight against the emperors so that the emperors would not pay attention to them. This was what everyone had been thinking, who knew that Fang Ping would become terrifyingly powerful in the blink of an eye. Even when many of them were at break 8, no one dared to mention killing Fang Ping. If this went on, they might be killed by Fang Ping before the emperors arrived. Li Zhu looked around, then grinned and said, but this time, Fang Ping has thoroughly offended the sovereigns and showed them how threatening he is. Although the sovereigns are trapped in the source, it doesn't mean they can't move at all. Are there no more clones? Not all the emperors who arrived previously. Is there no one who wants to kill Fang Ping? But with heaven suppression, these emperors are also worried that their clones will be killed again. It's not easy to forge a strong clone. But now, Fang Ping has left the human world and gone to Chu mainland alone. He even brought Ash with him. How could everyone not understand what he meant when he said that? Hong Kuan sneered and said lightly, you want to use the emperors to kill Fang Ping? I'm afraid it won't go as you wish. Li Zhu sighed. If he doesn't want to kill us all the time, it would be best if he doesn't die. But Li Zhu shook his head. At this time, if Fang Ping didn't die, it would actually be beneficial. The emperor's gazes were all focused on the human world. However, Fang Ping was temperamental and more dangerous than the emperors. He almost killed Li Zhu previously. How could he not be afraid? Not only him. Was King Qian not afraid? Was King Zhen not afraid? Were Hong Yu, Hong Kuan, and the others not worried? If they weren't worried, why would they join forces and gather in the catacombs? Wasn't it because they were afraid that Fang Ping would attack them? The temperamental Fang Ping. The powerful Fang Ping might not even wait for the monarch to come out before killing them. Li Zhu sighed again. He has always been a troublemaker who must die. If he is worried that we will become a threat when the emperors arrive, he will definitely attack us. Even if there are heavy losses, Fang Ping will not hesitate. Now, he might think that we will be his helpers in dealing with the emperors, but once he feels that we are more of a threat than a helper, he will definitely kill us. We and the emperors. Just when King Kuan wanted to say something, he suddenly stopped and said nothing. Would they be his helpers in dealing with the emperors? Fang Ping might not believe it. Hong Yu used to be a patrol. Both he and Hong Yu were the sons of the earthly emperor. It was said that the earthly emperor was still alive. The Palm Seal envoy and the 9 emperors trusted him. He was even considered a military advisor in the past. Would he help Fang Ping or the emperors? As for the demon emperor, although he didn't get along with the beast emperor, they were both demons. The beast emperor didn't kill him when they fought for supremacy in the past. What about now? Fang Ping might not maintain his current thoughts. This fellow's thoughts changed every day. When it came to a critical moment, he might feel that they were obstacles and would attack and kill them to prevent them from messing things up. This was not a baseless guess. It was determined by Fang Ping's fighting habits and personality over the past few years. Feng glanced at him, then at Hong Yu. She chuckled and said, "Whoever can contact the emperor, go ahead. We'll kill him with a borrowed knife. Even if Fang Ping knows that we're the ones who contacted him in secret, if we lose, he will die. Of course, it doesn't matter. If we win, we will do what we have to do. We are already enemies. As long as we stick together, it won't be easy for him to attack us." To sum it up, it was possible to get someone else to do the dirty work, but he wouldn't do it himself. Even if Fang Ping had to go overseas next, he wouldn't go alone. If the emperor's avatar could kill Fang Ping, it would not matter. If both sides were injured, the humans would not let it go. If they could not kill him, Fang Ping might not have the time to care about them. He might be focused on seeking revenge on the emperors. That fellow was a vengeful person. The demon emperor sneered. "Hong Yu, aren't you in close contact with them? If that's the case, just do it. The emperors want to kill Fang Ping. And Fang Ping also wants to kill the emperor's avatar to weaken their strength. If that's the case, help them. Maybe Fang Ping will even thank you." Hong Yu looked at him coldly and snorted. It's still hard to say who's in close contact with the emperors. Among the few present, he was not the only one who was in contact with the emperors. On the surface, everyone seemed to be at loggerheads with the emperors. Besieging and killing the emperors and Dong Huang's avatar, they all contributed. However, that did not mean that they were at loggerheads with the emperors. Among the powerhouses of the three realms, some were pawns of the emperors and some were spies. It was impossible for the emperors not to have any arrangements. Hong Yu retorted because the demon emperor had ill intentions. If they really failed, Fang Ping, the lunatic, would find someone to vent his anger on. The demon emperor and the others might push the blame to Hong Yu. Who could guarantee that the emperor's avatar would be able to kill Fang Ping? What if it could not? Of course, if they wanted to kill Fang Ping, the sovereigns would not underestimate him this time. Fang Ping had slain the Dao tree previously. If the sovereigns were to make a move this time, their strength would not be weaker than the Dao tree. Otherwise, they would be courting death. However, Fang Ping kept winning and getting stronger. Hong Yu and the others could not guarantee that Fang Ping would be killed. As they discussed, King Zhen said anxiously, "It would be best if we can kill Fang Ping. Everyone wants Fang Ping to be the vanguard against the emperors. However, is Fang Ping the type to be ordered around by us? He can't wait to kill all of us before going to war with the emperors." Everyone understood his anxiousness. They were not stupid. It was not the first time that Fang Ping burned his Dao to kill the Dao tree. Did Fang Ping have the Heavenly King Dao now? Not necessarily. When Heavenly King Yi died, the star source exploded very quickly. Fang Ping might not have the ability to take away the Heavenly King Dao. Therefore, he probably did not have the Heavenly King Dao. The stronger Fang Ping was, the stronger the Heavenly King Dao he had to use. Everyone could see this. Didn't the celestial pole run so fast to prevent Fang Ping from attacking him? King Zhen was afraid of death. Naturally, he wanted Fang Ping to die immediately. Everyone looked at each other. Li Zhu smiled. "Everyone, if you can contact him, then contact him. If you can't, then forget it. As for the Sea region to kill Fang Ping, forget it. Chu Wu's attitude is unclear. There are many experts in the divine nation of chaos. Heavenly King Zhen might appear at any time. By then, even if we can kill Fang Ping, many of us will die too. Anyway, it was right that they did not go. Everyone had the same thought. Whether Fang Ping fought Chu Wu or the Emperor's avatar, they would not go. They would just wait and see the result. No one would feel bad if they died. What I'm afraid of is that Fang Ping and Chu Wu have reached an agreement. King Kun still had a headache. Over there, Fist God, Underworld God, and the others are all at the peak of breaking 8. Even if they reached an agreement, we can't stop them. Li Zhu was not too concerned. He quickly smiled. Moreover, it won't be that easy. Chu Wu and the others are so arrogant. Even if they reached an agreement, they would want to lead the human race instead of the human race ordering them around. Don't you all know Fang Ping's personality? Li Zhu said a few words. After a while, he said, "As for that Taoist Feng Yun, King Kun, are you really unable to contact him?" "I'm afraid he's the avatar of the top few emperors, or even the true body of the earthly sovereign. If he's willing to help, there's still hope to kill Fang Ping." King Kun frowned and snorted. "I don't know his identity." Taoist Feng Yun had been under his command for 8,000 years. He had never shown any abnormalities. What was the result? When the ranking list came out, everyone knew that it was a serious problem. Li Zhu did not say anything else. Hong Yu smiled. "Then everyone can go back to their homes." Everyone returned to their own homes. As for who would contact the emperor and whether or not to contact him, it was up to everyone. Just as Hong Yu was about to leave, Feng suddenly smiled. "Everyone, now that the emperors are in hibernation or have entered the source, what do you think about destroying the 3 gates or the Real Gate?" The few of them stopped in their tracks. "Feng, what do you mean?" Heavenly King Feng chuckled. "Nothing. I'm just thinking that this might be our chance. If the Real Gate is difficult, then we'll go to 9th Heaven." "Feng," Yu said, "9th Heaven, the immortal source, trapping the path. Are you all really willing to do this? Perhaps we can get out of this predicament now." Everyone's eyes flickered, but no one said anything. Soon they dispersed. Feng did not leave. She stood where she was, chuckled, and muttered, "Perhaps Fang Ping can help us hold back some people." Even if the emperors were in hibernation or trapped in the source, would there be no one left outside the 3 gates or the immortal source? Although these 2 places were difficult to get to, it was not impossible. The Avatar was the best choice to guard these places. Feng was looking forward to it. If the emperors were really going to kill Fang Ping, would these places become their opportunities? She scanned the surroundings. Everyone had left. However, Feng laughed. He believed that there would be people who would be tempted. Even if there were people who were working with the emperors, their own strength was the real strength. The immortal source controlled their Tao. This was a threat. Destroying the gates in the source could improve their strength. This was a good place to improve their strength. No matter where they went, it would be of great help to them. It was difficult for one person to break through 9th Heaven. However, there were a few who had broken through 8th Heaven. If they worked together, it was not impossible to break through 9th Heaven's passageway. The immortal source, on the other hand, was a little troublesome. They might not be able to get there. "Forbidden Ocean," Old Manly said helplessly. "Why are you making such a big fuss? Even if I keep a low profile, it's useless." Fang Ping shrugged. "I'm too outstanding. I shine everywhere I go. Moreover, I'm bringing the 2 of you along. I can't avoid them. If that's the case, it's good to scare them a little." Old Man Li was speechless. Ironhead huffed and laughed. "Fang Ping, have you realized that no matter where you go, people will despise you?" Fang Ping said disdainfully, "You only have this ability if you have this strength. Do you have this strength?" If you go out, be careful that eighth heaven will kill you and take your emperor armor. Ironhead was depressed. He had suffered a blow. Forget it. It was useless to provoke Fong Ping verbally. He would lose every time. It was better to shut up. Where are we going now? Old man, Li was too lazy to talk to him. He looked at the vast sea and said hesitantly, "Are we going to the divine nation of chaos first, or to new martial arts?" "Let's go to the divine nation of chaos first." Fong Ping grinned. "I haven't seen Tian Chen yet. I want to meet him and see what this cap-protecting captain's attitude is. I killed the Celestial Emperor's projection. This news has spread throughout the three realms. I'm going to see what his attitude is towards me." The Celestial Emperor was Tian Chen's teacher. Tian Chen was equivalent to a direct disciple. He was not like the 9 emperors who only taught. How would Tian Chen react when he saw Fong Ping? "After going to the divine nation of chaos, I'll go to Western Emperor's palace." Fong Ping humphed. "That heavenly polarity guy, he runs really fast, but the divine weapon and jade bone pill that his old man promised are still with him." Fong Ping could not use the jade bone pill. Even if he could not use it, it did not mean that no one could. He had asked Heavenly King Zhen Wang about the jade bone pill. It was good stuff. There were very, very few of them in the 3 realms back then. It was very helpful for forging jade bones. It was not as bad as Fong Ping's vitality. The effect might be better because it mainly targeted jade bones. Old Zhang and the others could all use it. There was also the divine weapon. The rapier was given to Old Zhang. Old Zhang was considered someone with a divine weapon now. Wouldn't it be better to have one more? That heavenly polarity guy, why did he run so fast? Fong Ping did not say he was going to kill him. Western Emperor's palace was not considered weak. Heavenly polarity broke 7. Sheng Hong broke 6. First. Also, Shengnan broke 6 too. 3 heavenly king powerhouses. Sheng Hong was also the only inspector who did not die in the mystic realm. There were so many inspectors, a lot of heavenly kings, and a few who broke 7. Now, they were all dead. Only Sheng Hong survived, including Emperor Nan's chief Yin Fei and Emperor North's chief Lu Shan. These people were all dead. Sheng Hong's survival had something to do with heavenly polarity. Both of them were on the same side. When heavenly polarity encountered danger, he ran faster than a rabbit. Sheng Nan was Sheng Hong's junior. When he saw Sheng Hong, he hurriedly called out and ran together. Sheng Hong avoided danger a few times. He had to thank Sheng Nan. Now, Sheng Hong had disappeared too. He must have run away with heavenly polarity. Who knew where these 3 had moved Western Emperor's palace to? Old Man Li heard that and laughed. Heavenly polarity is lucky. It might not be good luck. Fong Ping said faintly, "This guy, who knows what's going on?" In the beginning, he came out and pretended to be crazy. Later, when he realized that there were more powerhouses, he immediately began to retreat. He's more tolerant than Moon Spirit. It's not just him. Among the heavenly kings, he's not the only one with secrets. Let's not talk about others. Let's talk about Hong Kuan. Fong Ping said slowly, "Do you still remember what happened at Spirit Emperor Dojo?" At that time, almost all the heavenly kings of the 3 realms went in. Fong and Hong Yu didn't, probably because they knew it was fake. What about Hong Kuan? He went in faster than anyone else. Doesn't he know it's fake? Does he really not know that the monarch is still alive? I think King Qian and the rest are probably kept in the dark. But Hong Kuan, that might not be the case. But he still went in. King Qian and the rest probably only found out later that the monarch was still alive. However, it was hard to say for King Kuan. Did he find out later? Fong Ping even suspected that this guy already knew about the existence of the inspectors and knew that the monarch was behind him. Otherwise, who would he be afraid of after keeping such a low profile all these years? As for the demon emperor, it was hard to say. Old man, Li's gaze flickered. You mean he did it on purpose? Very likely, Fong Ping said, and said, also, why does Hong Kun keep staring at heavenly wood? Previously, I thought he wanted to forge jade bones, but in reality, even if he absorbed heavenly wood, he might not be able to forge jade bones. Heavenly wood is the first tree between heaven and earth. Aside from the Tao tree, heavenly wood actually has the potential to become the emperor of monster plants. Moreover, Hong Kun's goal is to integrate heavenly wood, not to kill it. He had spent 8,000 years just for a sage. The celestial emperor wants the Tao tree to become the emperor of monster plants. Then what about Hong Kun? Besides, he took away the origin realm and took away the heavenly hound's corpse. Why does he want the heavenly hound's corpse? Previously, he took away the divine peeking mirror and created the gate of projection. Was it for those ultimate great Tao? It can't be? At this moment, as Fong Ping understood more things, he also deduced a lot of things. I think the gate of projection is just his experimental product. He has the gate of projection and the origin realm. In this way, he can try to deprive the great Tao. If the heavenly hound is a demon, then heavenly wood is a monster plant. I'm afraid these two were the most promising demons to become emperor. A monster beast, a monster plant, is Hong Kun trying to strip their great Tao. There were some things that he did not understand in the past. Now that he thought about it, Fong Ping understood a little. Did Hong Kun care about those ultimate, emperor-level great Tao? He did not care. Did he care about the energy of heavenly wood? He did not care. What did he care about? It was the great Tao of the strongest monster plant and the strongest monster beast. As for the heavenly hound saying that it was not a demon, that was not true. The heavenly hound and Song Mao had always said that they were demons and even tried to establish a relationship with the beast emperor. The gate of projection and the origin realm were in Hong Kun's hands at that time. Hong Kun had been hiding in the divine sect for so many years. Fong Ping suspected that this guy might be studying the demon great Tao. Monster plant, monster beast. The beast emperor is studying it. The divine emperor is studying it. Fong Ping murmured. Could it be that if the Tao of monster plant and monster beast is integrated, there will be differences? Even the celestial emperor is studying it to let the Tao tree prove its great Tao. It seems that things may be more interesting than I thought. As Fong Ping spoke, he used the flight step. Old man Li's head hurt. He grabbed him. Aren't we going to the divine kingdom of chaos? We're flying in the wrong direction. That's directly going to Chu mainland. Fong Ping said calmly, Of course I know. I'm just going in a circle to see if anyone is lying in ambush. Old man Li sneered. Ironhead asked curiously, You're already this strong. Why are you still lost? Fong Ping's gaze was unfriendly. Trouble comes from the mouth. You understand? I told you. I'm just luring the enemy. Tisk. Ironhead curled his lips. Forget it. You're the strongest. Fong Ping cursed, but he did not let his guard down. This time, he might really be surrounded and killed. It was better to be more careful. He had a slight headache. If he was surrounded and killed, should he expose his Breakthrough 9 ability? Or should he just let his avatar be killed and create the illusion that he had fallen? Anyway, he did not have a great Tao. It was normal for there to be no changes after he died. I promised to keep a low profile. I'm going to trap and kill the Emperor. It's not good for me to expose my Breakthrough 9 ability just like that, right? Fong Ping muttered in his heart. One must keep a low profile. Chapter 1397. Brothers, eat and drink well. Once you're full, we'll continue robbing tomorrow. Okay, listen to the boss. We'll do whatever the boss says. Boss, why don't we rob Mount Wangwu tomorrow? That's right, that woman Wangwu is not giving us face. Boss, why don't we rob her back? Hee, that's the emperor's daughter. She's the best match for the boss. Sherpa felt that he might need some time alone. He had always felt that he was a bastard. He actually dared to peep at Spirit Emperor bathing. Now he suddenly realized that in the 3 realms, what was he? There was no need to mention Fong Ping. He was a devil incarnate. Heavenly Hound was not talking about it either. It was understandable that a dog would turn hostile so quickly. Knowing chaos, he thought that he was just a little bastard. Who knew? Was this considered a bastard? What was this? A bandit lair. What divine nation of chaos? It was just a bandit lair. Look, what were these people talking about? They were already preparing to snatch Moon's spirit back to be their wife. At the side, Heavenly Hound was also speechless. What the hell was this place? The divine nation of chaos was really more of a bandit lair than a bandit lair. Where did chaos find these living bandits? Not only were they bold, but they were also not weak. There were many emperor level and a few saints. Some even broke through to the Heavenly King realm this time. But were these people really cultivators? Bandits? It was fine if it was just a few bandits, but there was a lair. It had to be said that the bandits of the 3 realms were probably gathered here. In the past few days, chaos had broken through 8. He had really broken through 1. He did not do anything else. The resources here in the divine nation of chaos were not enough. This guy had been robbing everywhere with his men these few days. In the past, there were divine sects and demon court overseas. They were not small forces. Chaos had some scruples. Now, he had no scruples. Some of the 33 immortal islands were destroyed. Some joined the divine sects. Some joined the demon court. However, there were still some forces that felt that nothing would happen to them. Their places were hidden, and they had not joined any forces. In the end, chaos found them in the past few days. He did not kill many people, but from top to bottom, almost all the martial artists of these immortal islands were stripped. Even the ground was dug up. A group of bandits snatched whatever they saw. Now, there were many wandering cultivators in the outer seas who did not even have a single energy stone on them. There was no need to mention how miserable they were. One couldn't care about this. He called out to his brothers and laughed. There are still a few factions overseas. Wangwu, Water God Island, Medicine God Island, Extreme Road God Island. Forget about Wangwu. That woman has been quite obedient recently. Her ex-husband was the leader of the new heavenly court, so we shouldn't provoke him. On the Hydro Divine Island, the old bull had a good relationship with the human race, so he didn't care about them for the time being. On the Extreme Tao Divine Island, the finale is Lin Hai from the Extreme Tao lineage and Empyrean Lord Wuya from the Eastern Emperor's lineage. He's about to become a heavenly king. And there's also Yu Qian from the Eastern Emperor's lineage, who's also a heavenly king. He laughed and said, if you want to rob the Medicine God Island first. Over there, only the former sovereign Qing Tong has become a heavenly king, and the Medicine God sovereign has become a sage. Strength doesn't mean anything. Let's kill them first. Below, someone was drinking and shouting, Boss, isn't there still Immortal Seeking Island? There are so many women on Immortal Seeking Island. Get lost. Luan Cook cursed. Don't you know they are under the tutelage of Sovereign Qinling? Sovereign Qinling is nothing, and neither is Lin Zi. But Lin Zi is still in the human world, isn't she? Are they courting death? Oh, that's true. Someone shouted, we can't be reckless. We almost forgot about that. Forget about the Demon King's backyard. When the Demon King comes, not even our boss can stop him. Boss, let's kill the Medicine God Island first, and then the Extreme Road God Island. Sherpa felt a headache coming on. None of them were sane. Of course, Luanku was right. What was the point of robbing them when you had reached 8? Luan. Sherpa cleared his throat and said, "Don't be reckless. The Extreme Road God Island has some cooperation with the human race. Emperor East and the Heaven Reverse Emperor are still alive. The Medicine God Island's Emperor God is alive as well. Why are you such a coward?" Luanka said, "Why should I be afraid? How can I cultivate without robbing? I don't need them, but my brothers don't. After robbing these places, we will go for the junior martial artists. There are so many resources there." Everyone was speechless. "Are you out of your mind?" Tianchen had to open his eyes. He glanced at Luan, then Sherpa, the heavenly hound. He sighed to himself. They were all lunatics. He didn't know if it was the right decision to come to this place. They might really go for the junior martial artists. Luanku, the resources are not the priority. Luanka said, "Who cares? They are too poor. We will take them back when we see them." Tianchen said again, "The 3 universes are in chaos. All parties have chosen to lay low. If the Kingdom of Chaos makes a move, we will be viewed with hostility. Why are you talking so much?" Luanku was unhappy. He shouted, "Then let's fight our way to the 9 heavens and take the origin of deity. Brother Sher is interested in that woman, Spirit Empress. Let's take her back." Sherpa did not object this time. He asked with interest, "Brother Luan, aren't you afraid?" "What is there to be afraid of? It doesn't matter if we die sooner or later. Let's do it big." Tianchen was worried when the Heavenly Hound also came over. "Guys, the origin of deity is guarded by the Emperor Realm Warriors. It is not that simple." Luanka snorted. "Then what do you think we should do? We can't do this. We can't do that. Are we just going to sit here and cultivate?" He was not the kind of person who could just sit still. Sit here and cultivate. Forget it. If they had the time, they might as well rob others. Even if it was useless, it was better than sitting here. When he was being hunted, he hid in the heavenly grave for many years. He was almost suffocated. Now that he could finally stand up, Luan was not willing to hide anymore. Tianchen looked at them and sealed the void around them. He said slowly, "To cultivate to our level, what we need to do now is to break through 3 gates, cross the broken path, reach the true gate, and become an Emperor Realm Warrior." Then Luanku said angrily, "I have only broken 1 gate. How can it be so fast? Besides, I know about the broken path. Those Emperor Realm Warriors killed a junior martial artist to cross the broken path. How can it be so easy to cross the broken path and reach the true gate? We don't have to kill anyone. There are Emperor Realm Warriors who have never killed a junior martial artist. As long as we have enough resources, we can make a leap and cross the broken path. Or we can get some origin star fragments and cross the broken path with our bodies. We don't need too much energy. Origin star fragments." Luanku did not know about this. He quickly asked, "What's that?" "The source ground was where a star was. It was broken in the past, and some fragments were scattered. If we get the fragments, we can refine them into the source ground. We can also enter the source ground with our bodies. Where do we get them?" "The source ground." Luanku snorted. "Are you kidding me? The source ground could only be reached after crossing the broken path. If one could cross the broken path, he would become an Emperor Realm Warrior." Wasn't that contradictory? Tianchen smiled. "The source ground is not the only place with origin star fragments." "Where else?" Luanku immediately asked. Were there any other places besides the source ground? If there were, it would be good stuff. Tianchen was quiet for a while, then said slowly, "The reincarnation of the 3 emperors." Luanku was stunned. You mean those three? Yes. They have them? Luanku scratched his head. Why would they have them? The Heavenly Hound was also staring at Tianchun. What's the meaning of this, you cat feeder? Those guys are in cahoots with Dumb Cat. You want us to kill them? Tianchun hesitated for a while, then said softly, They have Tao, the Tao of the extreme Tao. Their Tao is eternal. Why is it eternal? Because their Tao was forged from the origin star fragments. Not all of them. A part of the Tao that leads to the source ground is forged from the origin star fragments. That's why these people can use their Tao to reach the source ground. Luanka stared at him for a while, then said slowly, Old man, you didn't come here to trick me into killing the humans, did you? That's not the case. Tianchun sighed. I don't want to be enemies with the humans. I don't want to kill them either. I just want to cut off their Tao after the Gate of Void. It won't affect them much. Right now, only Wang Jinyang has broken through one gate. The others have just entered the Heavenly King realm. Moreover, the source ground is dangerous. They can't even break through the Gate of Void, let alone the Tao after the Gate of Void. Cutting off their Tao after the Gate of Void won't affect anything. And if we obtain these star fragments, we can cross the broken Tao and become a martial emperor. The few of them stared at him. The Heavenly Hound said fiercely, Cat feeder, do you have other motives? For no reason at all. You want us to snatch this. If this gets out of hand, we will not rest until the human race is dead. Sherpa also frowned. Is this news true or false? If it was true, and word got out, I'm afraid that even the three realms would attack them. Tianchun, you can't speak carelessly. The origin star fragments could forge the true Tao and go straight to the true gate. They were not even affected by the immortal origin. If this news got out, would the three realms still be able to sit still? At the very least, the origin break 8 could not sit still. As for the beginner martial break 8, in order to prevent the origin realm experts from succeeding, they could not sit still. This was a huge fuse, and it was very easy for a big problem to occur. At that time, the human race would probably be in trouble. This chaos. It might even cause the god creation envoys and the others to fall out with each other. Really? Tianchun sighed. Why would this old man lie to you about this? The Heavenly Hound said fiercely. This emperor knows that the news is true, but it is strange. What is your purpose in saying all this at this time? Tianchun would not lie to them about the authenticity of the news. In fact, thinking about it, the possibility of it being true was very high. The key was that if this news got out at this time, there would definitely be problems. Who did not want to become an emperor? Becoming an emperor in advance might disrupt some of the emperor's plans and allow oneself to escape the emperor's control. Previously, everyone did not want to fight with the human race. That was not worth it. However, once the three emperors reincarnated and had the true Tao, and the true Tao was forged from the origin star fragments, it would definitely cause the Breaking 8 rebellion. Tianchun said softly. This old man also wants to become an emperor, but even if we break through the three gates, we will have used up everything. We are not a town. All these years he has accumulated a lot, and he does not even need anything else to cross the broken Tao. We can't. At that time, if we want to cross the broken Tao, I'm afraid we will have to risk our lives to kill a beginner martial realm expert. Even Skyarm is not qualified. Only the underworld god and the fist god can. Tianchun sighed. Do you think that the emperor kept the beginner martial realm experts to suppress us? Actually, they sealed the fist god and the others so that the origin experts could become emperors. The Heavenly Hound was stunned when he heard that. Sherpa was also shocked. The fist god and the others were kept not to balance the three realms' origin forces, but to let someone become an emperor. The few of them were slightly dazed. In other words, the beginner martial realm experts were just pawns. The ultimate goal of the emperor was still to let someone become an emperor. There had been rumors that when the realm wall shattered and the three realms became one, someone would definitely become an emperor. Now, it seemed that some of the beginner martial realm experts were sealed, and some were left behind, just for this moment. How ruthless! But thinking about it carefully, perhaps what Tianchen said was true. Those people were there for the sake of origin experts breaking through to the Tao. Tianchen continued, when that day comes, there will be more than one or two people who want to become emperors. Fighting, killing the beginner martial realm experts, transcending, proving one's Tao. At this moment, I'm afraid we will not have any advantage. But if we don't cross the broken path and directly connect to the real door, the danger will be reduced by 80%. While they fight, we can secretly cross the broken path and prove our Tao to become emperors, or prove our Tao before the realm wall shatters. This is not something that can be compared to later proving one's Tao. The few of them fell into deep thought. Were they very strong in the Broken Eight realm? Of course not. Tianchen was ranked at the top. The Heavenly Hound was not bad, but Sherpa and Luan were not ranked high and had only broken one door. Even if they broke 3 doors, they would not be able to compare to the others. In order to prove one's Tao, they would have to fight with the origin experts and kill the beginner martial realm experts. The difficulty and danger of proving one's Tao and transcending would increase greatly. According to Tianchen, the average beginner martial realm expert would not do. Even the beginner martial realm experts at the level of the underworld god, and the fist god would continue to break through. By then, at most 4 or 5 people would be qualified. But there were more than 4 or 5 people who wanted to become emperors in the 3 realms. Would they be able to survive in this chaotic battle? Tianchen sighed. I told you, I'm not going to kill them. I'm only going to break their Tao after the Gate of Void. This way, we can satisfy our cultivation needs. The Heavenly Hound was a little annoyed. It growled in a low voice. What are you trying to do? If we attack them, the humans will not let us go. The dumb cat is under the protection of the humans and has a close relationship with Fang Ping. If we attack them, we will become enemies with the dumb cat. The Heavenly Hound stared at him, baring its canine teeth with a cold glint. You who feed the cat, tell me, what are you planning? Tianchen looked at it for a long time, then sighed. I've fed you and the cat for many years, not to hurt you, but to protect you. This time, I have no intention of hurting the cat, but Tianchen sighed again. However, this old man also has his own difficulties. I told you, I'm not going to kill them. It won't affect them too much. As long as we subdue them, I can naturally break their Tao after the Gate of Void. I won't hurt them, nor will I break their Tao of origin. This way, you, me, Sherpa, Luan, we all have hope of achieving transcendence. Heavenly Hound, this is the best way and choice. The Heavenly Hound stared at him for a long time, then said coldly, you want to break their Tao. Is it your idea or someone else's? Tianchen said nothing. When you adopted me and the cat, was it because you wanted to, or was it someone who made you do it? Tianchen continued to be silent. So, you are related to the Celestial Emperor or the Spirit Emperor? The Heavenly Hound was not stupid. It bared its teeth and said coldly, the Celestial Emperor. I have this title for a reason. I think I heard it once when I was young, and I have a vague impression of it. I thought it was overbearing, so I called myself the Celestial Emperor. Since I don't really remember, it must have been when I was very, very young, and at that time, the only people who would say this title were you or the 9 sovereigns and 4 emperors. It must have been said in the Cat Palace. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember all this. So, you are related to the Celestial Emperor, and in the past, someone discussed the Celestial Emperor with you. Is that right? Tianchen looked at it and sighed. I didn't expect you to remember all this. The heavenly hound snorted. Do you think I am that stupid cat? Eating and sleeping, sleeping and eating. I am a little older than that stupid cat, and I have some impression of how I went to the heaven realm in the past. Today, you want to break the Tao of the three emperors. Is it the celestial emperor's idea or someone else's? Tianchen sighed again. Does it make a difference whether I know or not? I said it is only for you and me to prove our Tao, not to kill people. And I won't kill them, so it won't affect them, since it won't affect them, and it can help us prove our Tao. Isn't it a good choice? The few of them were silent. Was it a good choice? Yes. It was just breaking the Tao of Wang Jinyang and the others after the Gate of Void. Wang Jinyang's strongest now was only Wang Jinyang, who had just broken through the Gate of Void. They didn't know when they would break through the Gate of Void. Breaking their Tao after the Gate of Void did not affect them much. As for them, Shi was about to break through the Gate of Void. Heavenly Hound had broken through the Gate of Void, and Tianchen was at the peak of the Gate of Void. Right now, they urgently needed it. Tianchen continued. Moreover, with the potential of the three emperors' reincarnations, they might not even need the true Tao to break through the Tao and reach the true gate. As for us, do we have the potential of the three emperors' reincarnations? Tianchen looked at the heavenly hound and said again, if you and I become emperors, we will be more confident in protecting Song Mao. But if we don't become emperors, even if we break through the Gate of Void, what use will it be? The heavenly hound bared its teeth. You have bad intentions. Even if I don't have much contact with Fong Ping, I know a thing or two about him. If we attack those three, even if we don't kill them, if Fong Ping finds out, he will fall out with us and fight us. Then don't let him know. Tianchen said in a low voice, we can do it secretly. The strongest of those three is only breaking through the Gate of Void. If you and I work together, we can quickly subdue them. It won't take long to break our Tao. Once we get the debris of the stars, we will leave immediately. No one will know that we did it. The three emperors' reincarnations don't even know what happened. They only think that someone attacked them. But if they are fine, they won't pursue it too much. They will only think that Hong Yu and the others ambushed them. Even one can pretend to save them and force us to retreat. This way, the people who ambushed them will have a reason not to kill them. Everyone will be happy. We can prove our Tao easily. When we become stronger, we can make it up to them in the future. Isn't it the same? Sherpa frowned. After a while, he said in a low voice, isn't that bad? Did they want to become stronger? Of course. Did they want to become emperors? Without a doubt. If they proved their Tao and became emperors in advance, they would not have to fight with beginner powerhouses. They could even break through the 9 heavens secretly, destroy the immortal source, and cut off the immortal source's control over their Tao. There were too many benefits, and the prerequisite was to offend the humans. If it were other forces, beginner martial artists, catacombs, these people would not hesitate. But on the human side, both sides had worked together many times, and their relationship was very complicated. The heavenly hound was worried about Song Mao, while Luan and Sherpa considered the humans powerhouses and madness. Demon King. That was not a human king, but a true demon king. Moreover, both sides had worked together before. Fong Ping had given them a lot of vitality. Sherpa and Luan had both forged jade bones. Otherwise, Sherpa would not be close to breaking through 2 gates. If his mentality was stronger now, he could break through 2 gates. As for Luan, breaking through 1 gate was not that fast. Sherpa had even given Fong Ping his origin. The heavenly hound did not want to fall out with Song Mao. That cat had been following Fong Ping. On one hand, they could improve their strength, and on the other hand, they could fall out with the humans if they did as Tianchen said and did things in secret, would the humans find out? Not necessarily. Fong Ping might not expect them to attack the three emperors' reincarnations. Did Fong Ping think about this? Of course not. From Fong Ping's perspective, if Heavenly Hound and the others really wanted to fall out, they would do it directly. Fong Ping had not considered plotting in secret. The Heavenly Hound stared at Tian Chen for a while, not knowing what to say. Tian Chen's intentions might not be his own. The reason why he sought them out was to ensure their safety and security. As for why he did not look for Hong Kuan and the others, Hong Kuan might betray him. If Hong Kuan and the others really wanted to do it, it would be a fatal blow. Moreover, the humans were keeping a close eye on them. Unlike here, the humans did not pay much attention to them because they thought they were allies. No matter what, Wang Jinyang was a broken eight. It would not be easy to subdue him. As they were deep in thought, the void trembled. From afar, someone laughed loudly. Luan, Sherpa, big dog, come out and receive me. Fong Ping. At this moment, they felt a little guilty. Why was Fong Ping here? Did he know? They had not made a decision, and Fong Ping had come knocking on their door, but it did not seem like he was here to cause trouble. While they were still deep in thought, the powerhouses from the divine nation of chaos who were still eating and drinking heard the voice and immediately started squealing. Oh no, the Devil King is here. Did the Devil King find out that Boss said he wanted to rob Immortal Quest Island? Immortal Quest Island is the Devil King's harem. Boss is in trouble. It's hard to say. Maybe the woman from Wang Wu complained to the Devil King. I heard that the relationship between the woman and the Devil King is not clear. Should we run? Run! The Devil King kills without batting an eye. Boss will carry him. Brothers, run. It was a mess. Wan's face was purple. Didn't you guys say to rob Immortal Quest Island? Didn't you guys say to find trouble with Wang Wu? Mother f***, why did it become my problem now? Moreover, was Fong Ping here to cause trouble? With his personality, if he really wanted to cause trouble, he would have slashed him long ago. Wan's face was gloomy. This group of bastards had the guts to mess with others, but he was still a little afraid of Fong Ping. He was still thinking about something when Fong Ping came over from the sky. Hearing these words, his face was full of black lines. Bandit lair. These guys from the divine nation of chaos were bandits. Not to mention, each of them was extremely bold. Fong Ping really did not think that these people were afraid of him. These guys were rude to everyone. They were lucky that they did not die. Moreover, how did Immortal Quest Island become his harem? How did Moon Spirit have anything to do with him? Fong Ping was speechless, but he could not be bothered with these guys. He came over in the air, extremely carefree. Guys, you're all holed up here? I thought some of you weren't here. You've sealed off the entire area. Are you discussing something big? Fong Ping joked casually. Who knew? Wan looked up at the sky. Sherpa looked around, and Tengu was cleaning its paws. Fong Ping was a little stunned. They were really planning something big. Were these guys planning to rob beginners or the catacombs? Tianchen looked at the three's attitude and felt helpless. Was this not telling Fong Ping that they were planning something? These three were all broken eight. Were they that uncontrollable? They obviously had other intentions. At this moment, the cat jumped on Tengu's head, pulled its ear, and asked curiously, "Big dog, you never cleaned your paws before. Did you do something bad?" Tengu shook its head, wanting to throw the cat down, but it could not. After gritting its teeth for a while, it decided to ignore the cat. Let this stupid cat be. 9 Heavens, Divine Emperor. Chapter 1398. Fong Ping was a little puzzled. He was just asking, what were they doing? I say, Are you guys really going to rob beginners or the catacombs? Fong Ping asked curiously. They're quite poor too. There's not much use in robbing them, right? Fong Ping added, these guys have nothing to worry about now. Otherwise, I would have robbed them long ago. It wouldn't be your turn. Chaos grimaced. This guy was even more ruthless than them. He did not rob others because he looked down on their things. Fong Ping was even more ruthless in his next sentence. In my opinion, only the emperors have some capital now. If you want to rob, you should rob the emperors. Fong Ping squinted and smiled. Guys, why don't we rob the emperors? Don't be afraid. What's so great about the emperors? These guys dismantle bones to forge divine weapons. They're much better than King Qian. Chaos, how about I count you in? Tengu, don't I owe you the Heavenly King's corpse? Heavenly King is nothing. Let's go kill the emperors together. I'll give you the emperor's corpse. Sherpa, don't you want the spirit emperor as your wife? If we rob the spirit emperor, you can bring him back and train him however you want. Senior Tianchen. Fong Ping looked at Tianchen and chuckled. Senior, which emperor do you want to kill? Pick one. These words were said with pride. Even Tianchen was speechless. Look, what did he want to do? Kill the emperors. Whether it was possible or not, this tone was much more domineering than before. He said he would attack the 3 venerable emperors' reincarnations, but he did not say they would kill them. He only wanted to break their Tao. Sherpa and the others looked noncommittal, but now he felt that Fong Ping was just bragging. Chaos became interested and said excitedly, You have a way to kill the emperors? Sherpa asked curiously, Can you find the emperors? Tianchen wanted to say, If you find them, can you beat them? In the end, no one asked. These guys did not seem to care much about this. Fong Ping replied casually, We'll see. I came out this time to look for opportunities. Of course, you guys are still a little weak now. If I bring you guys along, you can at least withstand a few moves from the emperors. If you get killed in one move, won't you be sending yourselves to death? I'm a little weak. I'll see how it goes in the future. Fong Ping looked at Tianchen and laughed. Senior, your strength is not bad. You've broken through peak 8. No matter what, you can't kill a sovereign in one move, can you? If I can't kill him in one move, then that's an opportunity. Tianchen was speechless. Sherpa and Luan seemed to have recalled what had happened just now. They coughed slightly and looked at each other without saying anything. With Fong Ping's personality, if he had said what he had just said, Fong Ping might have F*** ked Tianchen right then. Was Fong Ping a match for Tianchen? It was hard to say. Fong Ping was ranked second in the break, 8 ranking, while Tianchen was ranked 8th. However, he and the underworld god, who was ranked 5th, were considered to be on par with each other. They were both 35 million calories, considered to be, at the peak of break, 8. If they really fought, it was hard to say who would win. Moreover, it might not be a good thing to shed all pretense of cordiality. However, Luan and Sherpa knew that Tianchen was really going to do this. Perhaps it was an order from the Celestial Emperor or an emperor at that time. Even if they didn't agree, Tianchen might have to do it. Suppressing Wang Jinyang alone? Suppressing. That depended on how. In the end, it might be Tianchen who killed the 3 emperors' reincarnations. The possibility of this was very high. When that time came, it would really be a great feud that would not end until one party died. Right now, it was just a plan. It had not been carried out yet, so it was not considered a feud. After all, Tianchen and Cat were on good terms. Or rather, it was not as simple as just being on good terms. In the past, in order to avenge Cat, Tianchen had died once. Even if they really fell out, Cat could mediate between them. Both of them might not have to fight to the death. However, If something like Wang Jinyang being killed really happened, it would be useless even if Cat mediated. Sherpa looked at Luan, hinting with his eyes. Should he say it or not? Luan's eyes flickered. Should he say it or not? If he said it, Tianchen might not be happy. If he did not say it, if they really did it in the future, Fang Ping might find trouble with them. They were very conflicted. Honestly, they also wanted to prove their Dao and become emperor, but their opponent was Fang Ping. It was indeed worth considering. Everyone had the same personality. Only a lunatic would know how scary a lunatic could be. Fang Ping was even crazier than a lunatic. This kind of person, if they were in the same group now, it would be fine. If they were found out, they might not rest until one of them died. As for what Tianchen said about suppressing Wang Jinyang and the rest, not killing them, could they believe what Tianchen said? When the time came, they could only keep the secret after killing the three of them. But what if the secret was leaked? Seeing their expressions, Tianchen frowned slightly, wanting to say something but hesitating. He did not expect Fang Ping to come at this time. Even more so, he did not expect that these three fellows, who were extremely daring, would be so afraid of Fang Ping. To be honest, it was somewhat beyond his expectations. Why did he choose to cooperate with these three? They were daring. Yes, it was because they were daring and dared to do anything, in order to increase their strength, not to mention the three emperors' reincarnations. Even if it was an emperor, they would still dare to stroke their beards. Alas, Fang Ping was not an emperor. Now, these few were actually so hesitant, even showing signs of snitching. Were these still the Sherpa and Tengu? He knew. He was not too familiar with Luan, but these few days he had been observing them. Otherwise, they would not have built the Chaos Divine Nation. This time, it was really beyond his expectations. Fang Ping was also looking at them. That was strange. What were these fellows doing today? He was here. Even if they had a secret and wanted to rob someone, they did not have to do this, right? Were these fellows afraid that he would leak the secret? Stop bullshitting. Fang Ping could not be bothered with who they wanted to rob. As long as it was not him, Fang Ping would not care. These fellows, Fang Ping's heart suddenly trembled. These few were not easy to deal with. When had they ever done this? Rob me? It was just a random thought, but when he thought about it, if they were not robbing him, why did they look like this? Could it be that they really wanted to rob him? Fang Ping blinked. It could not be. Since when did these fellows become so crazy? Moreover, wasn't everyone working together well? Even if they wanted to rob him, they were at least broken eight. They should not be so uncontrollable. Look, their expressions were just short of saying, I have a little secret. You want to rob me? Fang Ping was also skilled and bold. He was not afraid at all. He was also too lazy to beat around the bush with them, and even more too lazy to test anything. He went straight to the point, saying, You fellows, why you look like you want to say something, but stop on second thought. Are you going to rob me? Could it be that you've taken a fancy to the virtual sky world on me? Has the vitality tempted you? Or the weapon transformed from the 9 Emperors' seal? Or the Tao Tree's Emperor core? Or, should I say, the fishing net? Fang Ping raised his eyebrows. I have a lot of good stuff, some divine weapons, lots of vitality, and an Emperor core. Oh, right, I have some true blood on me. My bones are also jade bones. My flesh is also jade. I'm indeed a big fat sheep. You guys, don't tell me you're really targeting me. Fang Ping rubbed his chin, looking at them, and said, If that's the case, just say it. I won't run either. Let's find a place and fight. Whoever dies will be unlucky. Coincidentally, I also want to eat dog meat, but don't say it. After all, we've done things together. If I really kill a big dog just to eat dog meat, that's not good either. If you have something to say, just say it. You're already asterisk king broken, and you've lived for so many years. Is there a need to do this? Fong Ping pursed his lips, a little disdainful. He said scornfully, if you want to do it, just do it. Don't be so timid. It's as if you're a lady getting into a bridal sedan chair. Don't talk about you guys. Sometimes, even I want to rob myself. In this 3 realms, the only one who's richer than me is probably suppressing Heavenly King. Even I want to sneak a hit on him. As Fong Ping said that, he was stunned for a moment. He said in a low voice, don't tell me we're going to rob that guy. I say, you guys are too daring. This old guy isn't just an ordinary kind of strong. Don't say it. If we really want to do it, count me in. That bead is mine, and the rest belongs to you guys. Of course, don't blame me if you guys get beaten to death. Anyway, I'll snatch the bead and run. There's a high chance that you guys will be beaten to death by him. Fong Ping's interest was piqued. He said slyly, that old man's combat strength is 40 to 50 million cow, but it doesn't mean that it's really that much. That's referring to his origin. We haven't counted his beginner martial body yet. Why don't we lure him to use that bead to hit someone? Senior Tian Chun would be a good choice. Then I'll snatch the bead and run. How about we split the loot after that? Everyone's faces darkened. You're really good. You actually want to rob Heavenly King Jun. They were all convinced. The Heavenly Hound was a little impatient. It glanced at Tian Chun. Tian Chun was silent. The Heavenly Hound looked at Fong Ping again. Suddenly it said, Fong Ping, do you know about the origin of stars? You know about it too? Fong Ping was a little surprised. Soon he said nonchalantly, you mean the Celestial Emperor's origin of stars? The ones that are scattered in the source. You don't say, this is a good thing. It can suppress the source, strengthen the Tao, and even let a person's flesh enter the source. Previously, I was still talking to Heavenly King Jun and the rest to find an opportunity to go to the source and snatch a batch out. You guys are interested too? Fong Ping thought they were also discussing this. He chuckled. You guys are really brave. I thought you guys wouldn't dare to have any ideas about the Emperor. There are definitely emperors. Of course, snatching the Emperor is not as good as going to the source directly. But like I said, you guys are too weak. You won't be able to withstand one move from the Emperor. You'll be killed instantly. It'll be a waste if you go. But it's okay. Wait for me to snatch a batch. If there are more, I'll give you some. Don't I owe you a Heavenly King's corpse? And Boulder's origin. I don't want to give it now. I can use this to exchange for it later. If it's a mess, we'll talk about it later. If not, then help me get rid of a few enemies. Everyone looked at each other. Tian Chen's heart skipped a beat. Fong Ping. Not only did Fong Ping know, but this guy had actually started to have ideas about the origin of stars. The key point was that this guy had an extremely generous attitude. He even wanted to give some to everyone. He knew that trouble was coming. What were Sherpa and the rest struggling about? This was it. They wanted to become stronger. They wanted this, but they were worried that there would be problems. They were also a little afraid of falling out with the humans. Therefore, it was not easy to say now. Actually, they were a little tempted. But now, Tian Chen said in a low voice, those things are almost all in the source. How are you going to snatch them? Fong Ping sneered. It's not like I haven't been to the source before. I know a lot of secrets. Previously in the source, that guy Emperor even met me, but that place was really dangerous. I almost didn't come out. Also, that old guy Celestial Emperor was suppressed in the source. I don't know if he was suppressed or he was hiding there. Anyway, I saw it last time. If I go again next time, as long as I'm careful, I might be able to get some benefits. You've been to the source before. Tian Chen frowned. Beside him, The cat pulled the dog's ear and said casually, "I've been there too, cat protector captain. You don't know, right? I went there to play. I wanted to climb out of the door, but I couldn't. I was almost lost inside." Oh, 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 the liar even got a drop of true blood there. "Next time I go, I want to snatch true blood too. I don't know if it tastes good. I've never tasted it before." Fong Ping said generously, "There's plenty. Don't we have the emperor drink that we talked about previously? When we get back, let the beast emperor take some of the emperor monster meat. As for true blood, it's not a problem." After they said that, everyone knew in their hearts that they had been to the source before. Fong Ping did not know what they had just said. There was no need to fool them about this. The heavenly hound glanced at Fong Ping and said dully, "Do you know that there's still that thing outside the source?" "Outside the source?" Fong Ping was surprised. "Do you know where it is?" "I know." The heavenly hound said perfunctorily, "I heard that the 3 emperors' Daos were forged with this. Now that the 3 emperors have reincarnated, these fellows might be too. Be careful. If the news gets out, the 3 emperors' reincarnation might be the target of Breaking 8. Forging Daos, especially the broken path behind the Gate of Illusions, everyone needs it. You have to know that back then, you could only cross the broken path by killing people. The 3 emperors didn't kill the beginner martial powerhouses. They made this thing themselves. I don't know if they got it from the beginning or later. The 3 emperors did not cross the path by killing people. As for how they did it, everyone was not sure. Heavenly King Suppression did not kill people either. He made it on his own. It might have something to do with his foundation. When the 9 emperors achieved Tao, it was too rushed. At that time, thousands of Daos were contending for supremacy. The few emperors who achieved Tao before them did not have time to accumulate anything. Almost all of them achieved Tao by killing people. When Fong Ping heard this, he was slightly stunned. The 3 emperors' Daos were forged with the star fragments. He really did not know about this. Not only him, even Heavenly King Suppression might not know. Otherwise, he would have at least told him. How did the Heavenly Hound know? Heard about it. If everyone knew Wang Jinyang, and the others would have been targeted by those broken 8s long ago. Obviously, this was top secret. Even if it was true, not many people knew about it. Fong Ping suddenly looked at Tian Chun. If someone knew, Tian Chun might know because he was the Heavenly Emperor's disciple, and it was also very old. Why did Tian Chun tell the Heavenly Hound this? Fong Ping was not an idiot. His eyes flickered slightly, staring at the silent Tian Chun for a while. The atmosphere was slightly heavy. The Heavenly Hound was a little anxious. It said irritably, "What are you looking at? We were just chatting casually. If you have the time to talk about this, why don't you hide those fellows? Right, why is this guy here?" At this moment, it saw Li Han's song and said impatiently, "This guy is a treasure now. Don't throw him out to tempt us. Be careful that we don't eat him." Li Hansong rolled his eyes. He had not settled the score with the Heavenly Hound for beating him up last time. Unfortunately, he could not beat this dog. Otherwise, he would have taken revenge long ago. Fong Ping's gaze was deep. He glanced at the Heavenly Hound who was changing the topic, then at Sherpa and Luan. These 2 fellows were now looking around. Seeing Fong Ping's gaze, Sherpa laughed dryly. "Aren't we talking about the debris of the stars? It just so happens that we're talking about this. Tian Chun, that old fellow, seems to know a lot more than we do." After all, Tian Chun had not made his move yet. Sherpa and the Heavenly Hound did not want to complicate things. Tian Chun and the Heavenly Hound had a special relationship. They were still allies now. It was not worth it to fall out over something that had not been done yet. The Heavenly Hound mentioned this to remind Fong Ping. Be careful. Since Fong Ping knew he would not be so careless. If he was not careless, the three of them would be safe. Tian Chun would probably not attack again, and the matter would naturally pass. This way, it would be best if they did not fall out. Fong Ping smiled. Beside him, Old Man Li seemed to have understood something. He glanced at Fong Ping and shook his head indiscernibly. Although he did not know what exactly happened, these few might have been discussing this before. They might even have thought of attacking Iron Head, and the rest. However, since they did not do it, and now that the Heavenly Hound had mentioned it, then it was over. They were still partners. There was no need for humans to push a few broken eight to the enemy's side for something they did not do, since the Heavenly Hound and the rest had said so. They should have given up. Moreover, Fong Ping had also said that he could go to the source. If he really obtained it, he was willing to share some with them. If that was the case, these few people had no need to attack Old Wang. And the rest. Fong Ping saw Old Man Li's hint. At this moment, Fong Ping was smiling happily. He looked at Tian Chun without a hint of anger. He smiled. Senior Tian Chun really knows a lot. Even Heavenly King Jun doesn't seem to know about this. Senior, you are really well informed. Tian Chun closed his eyes and said nothing. Fong Ping stared at him, but he did not open his eyes. Fong Ping looked at the cat that was playing with its dog ears. The cat did not seem to have reacted. Fong Ping smiled and said suddenly, Heavenly Hound, the cat is here. This guy hasn't eaten fish for a long time. Why don't you go fish with him? We'll grill fish later. The Heavenly Hound's gaze was solemn. It looked at Fong Ping and said in a low voice, Fong Ping, that's just what I said to feed the cat. Heavenly Hound, what are you talking about? Fong Ping smiled. I asked you to bring the cat fishing, but you're not willing. Big cat, I can't take this dog anymore. Why don't we go back and stew it for dog meat? The Heavenly Hound bared its teeth at him, its gaze fierce. On top of his head, the cat looked at Fong Ping doubtfully and stepped on the Heavenly Hound's head. The Heavenly Hound shook its head, paused for a moment, and broke through the air, saying, Go catch a fish. Fong Ping, don't do anything rash. You know what I mean. The Heavenly Hound did not want both sides to fight. On one side was Tian Chun, who had fed it and the cat for tens of thousands of years, who had died in battle for the cat once. On the other side was the cat owner. It did not want both of them to fall out and fight. If not, it would not have said those things before. Fong Ping waited until they were far away before looking at Tian Chun again, waving his hand to signal Iron Head and the rest to go further away. He smiled and said, Senior Tian Chun, tell me why? Logically speaking, you've raised the cat for so many years and it has feelings for you. As for me, I'm not the kind of person who would simply find trouble with my own people. I treat you as one of us, but you don't seem to treat me as one of you. Of course, I can understand. After all, I'm not familiar with you, but you have to give me a reason, right? Just because you can prove your Tao. Tian Chun opened his eyes, looked at him, and said slowly, just because you can prove your Tao. The powerhouses of the three realms all live for the sake of proving their Tao. Fong Ping exhaled. After a moment of silence, he said, This is the answer you gave me, Senior? Yes. So, has Senior given up now? Tian Chun said nothing. Fong Ping squinted. How about this, Senior? If I get those things from the source, I'll give you a share too. What do you think, Senior? Tian Chun was still silent. If that's the case, Senior, you've made up your mind not to give up. At this moment, Shi Pe and Luan sensed that something was wrong. Fong Ping spoke bluntly, and Tian Chun did not feign civility. He would not give up. Yes, Tian Chun would not give up. Even if Fong Ping promised to help him get some of the star fragments, he still chose not to give up. Silence. that was what he meant. Why? Both of them were slightly shocked. As expected, Tianchun did not do this just for the star fragments. As for Tianchun, he did not lie in front of Fang Ping. He made his stance clear. Since he knew, he still did not want to give up. Why? Fang Ping smiled and said, Senior, why don't you give me a reason? Tianchun said in a low voice, to prove my Tao. I said, I'll give it to you. Fang Ping's eyes flashed fiercely. I'll give it to you. And you still say it's to prove your Tao? Are you going to brush me off like this? Tianchun fell silent again. Senior, I'm a person who likes to nip danger in the bud. But I'm thinking that Heaven Cat and Heavenly Dog have a special relationship with you. That's why I'm talking to you nicely. Do you really think that I'm afraid of something? Tianchun said in a low voice. You have a choice, and I have my own goal too. So, it's not a deal? Fang Ping smiled and looked at Sherpa and Luan. What do you two say? Sherpa and Luan looked at each other, frowning in silence. The current situation was more troublesome than they had expected. They thought Tianchun would give up. In the end, Tianchun's intention was clear. Even if it was not to prove his Tao, he would still break the three's Tao. Fang Ping licked his lips and ignored the two of them. Senior, do you think that you don't have to care about anything since you've broken Peak 8? Tianchun was still silent. Fang Ping was a little impatient, a little irritated, a little violent. Tianchun, have you made up your mind to attack them? Peak 8. If he had made up his mind to attack the three of them, unless he kept them on Earth or brought them along with him, how else could he defend himself? Tianchun was still silent. Fang Ping's patience had reached its limit. He gave face to Tsang Mao and Tengu. He could see that Tengu and Sherpa did not want to fall out with him. Otherwise, they would not have shown him that expression the moment they arrived. It was obvious that they had leaked some information on purpose. So Fang Ping did not care about them. However, after Tengu exposed Tianchun, he still persisted. This was obviously not for the sake of proving his Tao, or not for himself. It was because someone asked him to do so. Who? The Celestial Emperor was the most likely. Why? Fang Ping wanted to know now, but Tianchun would not tell him. Fang Ping felt that he had given face enough. He was not giving face to Tianchun. He did not owe Tianchun anything. He was giving face to Tsang Mao and Tengu. He was giving face to Sherpa and Luan. Did Tianchun really think that he could not do anything to him just because he had broken Peak 8? Tianchun, do you really want to be my enemy? Fang Ping asked again. It had been a long time since he had been so patient. If it was an enemy, he would kill it. If it was one of his own, he would not do it. Did he have to ask again and again? But today, he still asked again and again. Fang Ping licked his lips. Suddenly, he grabbed Li Hansong in front of him and said coldly, He's here. Tianchun, I'll give you a chance. If you attack him now, I'll kill you. If you can't kill him, you can kill one of the three reincarnations. Think of a way to kill the other two yourself. Tianchun looked at Fang Ping, then at Li Hansong. Li Hansong had actually understood some of it. At this moment, he grinned. There was nothing to be afraid of. Even if Tianchun was at Peak 8, Fang Ping, according to him, was only at 2 gates. He might not be able to protect him, but Li Hansong was really not too afraid. He knew what Fang Ping meant. Tianchun was not an ordinary person. He had been with Tsang Mao and Tengu for tens of thousands of years, dying in battle for Tsang Mao. Tsang Mao had actually helped the human race a lot. Otherwise, Fang Ping would not have given the life essence of the Tao tree to Tsang Mao. If Tianchun did not attack today, Fang Ping would not attack him. But if he attacked, he did not know if Fang Ping could kill Tianchun, but Fang Ping would not show any mercy. Based on Fang Ping's personality, once he had reached this point, he would no longer hesitate or regret. Even if Tsang Mao did not agree, he would kill Tian Chun. Li Hansong licked his lips, feeling slightly pressured. Suddenly, Li Hansong broke away from Fang Ping and took a step forward. He grinned. "Senior, make a decision. It'll make things easier for me. Give Tian Chun a chance. Otherwise, after this, all three of them might be in trouble." But if Tian Chun attacked, Li Hansong knew that he would be the only one in trouble, even if Fang Ping could not stop Tian Chun now. But if he was prepared, Old Wang and Old Yao would definitely not be in trouble again. He took a step forward. Fang Ping did not stop him. At this moment, Fang Ping's aura suddenly disappeared. Like a dead man, he closed his eyes and stopped looking. At this moment, in the distance, Tengu was flying toward the depths of the sea with Tsang Mao. But at this moment, Tsang Mao felt strange. Its mouth opened slightly, and a figure disappeared in a flash. Tengu almost did not sense it. When the person was gone, it said in a low voice. That was Tsang Mao wanted to say, but remembered that the scammer wanted to keep it a secret, so it mumbled and did not say anything. But it was puzzled. Why did the scammer's real body leave? Tengu's expression changed. What was that? No, who was that? It was also a powerhouse who broke 2 gates. In the end, the other person left, and it only sensed the fluctuation. It came from Tsang Mao's cat world. Fang Ping. It was Fang Ping. Tengu's heart trembled. Something bad was going to happen. What was Fang Ping's strength? Was the Fang Ping before a clone? But it sensed the Fang Ping before. He had broken 8. Fang Ping's real body was hidden. Maybe he had broken 9. Since he was hiding, it meant that he did not want others to know. But now he came out from Tsang Mao's world. He wanted to kill Tian Chun. He would rather expose himself and use his real body. If it was not to kill Tian Chun, Fang Ping would not have used his real body. Having understood this, Tengu hurriedly turned around and flew back. Something bad was going to happen. Fang Ping had broken 9, and he used his real body. This meant that he would only stop after killing Tian Chun. Tengu panicked for a moment. The cat probably did not expect Fang Ping to break 9. If he was careless, he would be killed. Chapter 1399. The atmosphere was heavy. The atmosphere was tense. Li Hansong was less than 10 meters away from Tian Chun, and about the same distance to Fang Ping. What would Tian Chun choose? For a moment, Sherpa and Luan were sweating. Once they started fighting, who would they help? If Tian Chun made a move, Fang Ping would definitely kill him. Of course, from their point of view, Fang Ping might not be Tian Chun's match. However, from now on, they had completely fallen out with each other. Tian Chun was still sitting cross-legged, but he also raised his head to look at Li Hansong. Attack or not? Under Fang Ping's interrogation, he did not choose to give up. In fact, it was a decision. Otherwise, even if he feigned civility, he could still say that he had given up, and Fang Ping might not turn against him. However, at that moment, he chose to remain silent. He had his insistence, and he had his stand. He did not choose to lie, because he did not care to do so, and he did not want to do so. The cat was caught in the middle. Fang Ping was in a dilemma, but Tian Chun was in a dilemma too. However, everyone had their own choices. He had no choice. In Jianghu, how could everything go according to one's wishes? At this moment, Tian Chun smiled. He felt a little relieved and relieved. What he was conflicted about was not Fang Ping. No matter how strong Fang Ping was, even if he was a sovereign, he would not be troubled. What he was conflicted about was the Azure Cat, Celestial Hound. They had been together for tens of thousands of years. Did they not have feelings for each other? Of course. However, His path and Fang Ping's path were destined not to be the same. Attack! The moment Tian Chen rejected Fang Ping's offer, he was already destined to make a move. Fang Ping knew. Tian Chen knew. It was just that both of them were struggling. The sky-covering hand instantly covered the sky. An expert at the peak of breaking 8 was fighting against a person at the peak of breaking 6. The difference between the two was too great, and Li Hansong was unable to block it. But Li Hansong didn't give up. When he saw the hand, he exploded. The arch armor appeared, and he punched out. However, someone was faster than him. You still made a move. Fang Ping's voice was icy cold. I gave you a chance. Tian Chen didn't care about him, and he didn't care about Tian Chen either. Just as Tian Chen thought, Fang Ping was also thinking about the wild cat. The cat had lived for so many years. Did it have any friends? Maybe there is. Sky Hound, Tian Chen, Spirit Emperor, Unquestionable Sword. If there was one left, it would be Fang Ping. These 5 people had been through the cat's entire life. Unquestionable Jian was dead, and no one knew what was going on with Ling Huang. The Heavenly Hound was still alive, but Tian Chen's attitude was unclear. If Tian Chen were to die, the cat would probably be even sadder than when Unquestionable Jian died. Tens of thousands of years of nurturing and caring. Even if it was a scheme, even if it was a request from someone else, could he ignore it? The Sun God had entrusted the heaven-suppressing king to guard the human world for 8,000 years. Could Fang Ping say that the heaven-suppressing king had contributed nothing to the human race? It was the same principle. He couldn't, and the green cat couldn't ignore Tian Chen's care and nurturing. The subduing heavenly king was a great hero of the human race. No one could deny this. However, at this point, Fang Ping would not let his emotions get the better of him. He would not allow Tian Chen to become a threat to the human race. He could become an emperor at any time. The battle broke out in an instant. The moment Tian Chen made his move, he was ready to fight Fang Ping. One hand covering the sky, capturing Li Hansong. In his other hand, a sky-splitting gigantic axe appeared. He did not dare to underestimate Fang Ping at all. He swung the axe toward Fang Ping, slashing toward Fang Ping's avatar. A broken 8 avatar. However, the moment the axe swung, Tian Chen knew something was wrong. Fang Ping's avatar retreated continuously. He did not want to fight him at all. His expression was cold and cruel. Tian Chen sensed the danger coming from behind. The saber gleam was bone-piercing. It was fake. The Fang Ping in front was fake. The one behind him was the real one. Tian Chen roared and swung his axe back, splitting the 8 heavens in one strike. Behind him, Fang Ping held the chaos-vanquishing saber in his hand. His expression was as cold as ice. There were no energy waves when he attacked, only the ripples of space being torn apart. The Changdao swung out. It went straight for Tian Chen's head. His attack was meant to kill. Against a peak broken 8, no matter how many ideas Fang Ping had, he would not show mercy now. If he was not careful, the tables would turn. Tian Chen would kill him, not the other way around. It was not impossible. Tian Chen roared. The axe enlarged instantly. Without turning his head, he blocked Fang Ping's slash with the axe. At this moment, he did not even have time to think about Fang Ping's strength. Clang! The sound of metal colliding was not too loud. In the next moment, a wave swept in all directions. Sherpa and Luan's expressions changed drastically. They swept everyone up and soared into the sky. The 2 broken 8 martial artists' expressions changed drastically. The aftermath of the battle between the two made them feel immense pressure, even the threat of death. As for Tai Tu, the giant palm on his head was shattered. His punch hit nothing but air. Tian Chen was no longer in the mood to attack him. At this moment, Tian Chun was also shocked. The sense of danger was overwhelming. Boom. Only after these people left did the sound reverberate. It was extremely loud. With a boom, the ground exploded. The island where the divine nation of chaos was located was penetrated by the aftermath of the battle. The seawater evaporated instantly. The area below Fangping and Tian Chun became a black hole. Tian Chun did not stay where he was. The axe vibrated. The web between Tian Chen's thumb and index finger exploded. The wound spread from his arm to his flesh. Boom! Tian Chen flew backward, crashing through space. Countless spatial cracks cut his bones, sparks flying everywhere. Broken 9! A muffled groan was heard. Tian Chen let out a low growl, slightly shocked. He had just crashed through space. Before he could stabilize himself, Fang Ping slashed again without a sound, like a ghost. His Changdao did not cause any ripples. Tian Chen roared, raised his axe, and cleaved the heavens with one strike. It was at this moment that Fang Ping's clone had turned into a fishing net behind him without a sound or presence, enveloping him in an instant. On the other side, Old Man Li disappeared instantly. He appeared again in the blink of an eye. His face was pale, and his body was dripping with blood. However, his sky destroyer was stained with some blood. It was not real blood. It was the kind left behind when he slashed the source world. Old Man Li attacked too. Since they were enemies, he had to kill. Fang Ping's broken 9 true avatar attacked from the front. His broken 8 true avatar attacked from the back. Tian Chen was already having a hard time dealing with them. He could not care less about the source. Old Man Li did not say a word. He attacked the source directly and destroyed it. Humph! With a muffled grunt, Tian Chen's skull cracked slightly. His flesh was gone. The axe collided with Fang Ping's Changdao again. Rumble! Layers of space were broken. Behind him, the fishing net covered him instantly. Tian Chen growled. His vitality burned. With a rumble, he penetrated the space again, moving forcefully. As soon as he left, the fishing net covered him. Even the space cracks were trapped inside. He could not leave. He could not cut the fishing net. He could only self-destruct. Not far away, Tian Chen's jade bones appeared, but there were some cracks. Fang Ping did not say a word. Just as he escaped the attack, Fang Ping's Changdao appeared above his head again. Tian Chen raised his axe to block again. Boom! The axe fell. Tian Chen's hand bones cracked. A transparent liquid dripped from the cracked bones. That was the core essence of the jade bones. At this moment, Tian Chen, who was at peak broken 8, was killed by Fang Ping again and again. His flesh was gone, his jade bones cracked. He was badly injured. However, Fang Ping had no intention of stopping. Kill! Fang Ping's long hair danced again. His blood-red hair was mixed with the stench of blood. The shadows of countless powerhouses he had killed appeared. Changdao slashed again. Rumble! One slash after another. Tian Chen was also a veteran powerhouse. He did not lack battle experience. Fang Ping did not give him the chance. Kill! Close combat! Powerhouses fought to the death. In this instant, Fang Ping's vitality was stronger than his. His physique was stronger. His bones were stronger. His mentality was stronger. Even his weapon was stronger. He was stronger in everything. Naturally, he did not need to calculate anything. Even if Tian Chen self-destructed and injured him, he would still kill Tian Chen. The speed of their battle was too fast. It was so fast that Sherpa and Luan had just leaped into the air, taking away the powerhouses from the disordered nation. At this moment, Rumble, the not-so-small island, began to sink. Pitch black cracks appeared on the huge island. Parts of the island disappeared, while other parts collapsed and sank. Luan and Sherpu were shocked. Tianchen was being suppressed by Fang Ping. Broken 9. They thought Fang Ping might not be Tianchen's match. Little did they know, in the moment they fought, Tianchen was seriously injured. Fang Ping, on the other hand, was unscathed. He was crushing Tianchen. Before the two of them could say anything, another muffled groan sounded. Puff! Fang Ping chopped off Tianchen's left arm. Tianchen held a giant axe and slashed at Fang Ping's shoulder. Bang! The flesh on the shoulder exploded. The giant axe did not break Fang Ping's bones. Fang Ping, on the other hand, chopped off Tianchen's left arm completely. After chopping off his left arm, Tianchen's qi movement weakened a little. Fang Ping's saber could cut thousands of daos. Cutting people was cutting daos. Cutting people was cutting spiritual consciousness. This saber cut off Tianchen's left arm, but it also cut through Tianchen's mentality and cut some daos. Stop! At this moment, a roar was heard. The heavenly hound streaked across the sky, a murderous glint in its giant eyes, but the two of them ignored it. As the heavenly hound neared, Fang Ping's avatar streaked across the sky, saying coldly, "Even if you interfere, I won't show mercy." Fang Ping. Tengu roared. "He didn't do anything." "He did." Fang Ping said coldly. "He attacked Li Hansong. I gave him a chance." Tengu was slightly shocked. Then it roared. "He didn't do it willingly. Someone forced him." Celestial Emperor. "Yes, Celestial Emperor forced him." "Tengu, no one forced me." At this moment, Tianchen, who was being suppressed and attacked, suddenly said in a muffled voice, "Celestial Emperor is my master who taught me. I am Celestial Emperor's direct descendant, Celestial Emperor's first seat." Tianchen's mentality was shaken. At this moment, he could not even speak. Breaking the three emperors' daos was a theory that existed 10,000 years ago. For 10,000 years, I've been prepared. Tianchen's mentality was shaken, then suddenly trembled. Fang Ping grabbed the giant axe with one hand. Blood flowed from his hand, and his flesh exploded. But Fang Ping did not feel any pain. His expression did not change. Cold as ice, he swung his saber. Bang! Tianchen's right arm made a cracking sound. His right forearm exploded. With another muffled groan, Tianchen no longer had the energy to say anything. He could not even use his mentality to transmit his voice. Fang Ping grabbed the quivering giant axe. Tianchen's right arm was broken. He could no longer control the giant axe. But he did not give up. Suddenly, he broke through the void and appeared beside someone. Li Hansong. Fang Ping's eyes were cold. At this moment, Tianchen was not running away or fighting him. Instead, he wanted to fight Li Hansong. From Tianchen's point of view, from the Celestial Emperor's point of view, Tianchen was a loyal subject, a good person who respected his master. But from Fang Ping's point of view, Tianchen was an enemy who must be killed. At this moment, his first thought was to fight Li Hansong. If this person did not die, Old Wang and the other two would be in big trouble. Even if Old Wang had a breakthrough 9, there were times when a breakthrough 9 would be asleep. Old Wang could not stop Tianchen from attacking Old Wang. He definitely could not. After fighting Tianchen, Fang Ping knew that this guy was terrifyingly strong. Fang Ping had hurt him first and wanted to kill him, but he still managed to escape. If he did not want to fight Li Hansong, he might have escaped thousands of miles away. Chaos Quell. With a low roar, Fang Ping swung his saber. In the next moment, heaven-covering palm covered Li Hansong. It was not aimed at Tianchen, but to capture Li Hansong and bring him to his side. As the giant hand covered Li Hansong, Fang Ping swung his saber and forced Tianchun back. Li Hansong did not hesitate. He faced the giant hand directly and shouted, "Fuse!" In the next moment, Li Hansong melted into the giant hand like water. On Fang Ping's body, a set of emperor armor appeared. His chi was slightly stronger. A heavenly king with a breakthrough 6 could only buff Fang Ping. At most, he could increase his vitality by 1,000,000. However, with emperor armor and Li Hansong around, it could be more effective. Fang Ping put on emperor armor. Suddenly, a pair of gloves appeared on his left hand. Black gloves. The emperor armor gloves that Li Hansong could not use all this time. Fang Ping's eyes moved. With the gloves on his hand, his left hand enlarged and gripped the quivering giant axe in his hand. At this moment, the giant axe could not escape, nor could it chop Fang Ping's flesh. Fang Ping was slightly shocked. So strong. Of course, this was not the time to think about this. Seeing Li Hansong fused with Fang Ping, Tianchun felt a little hopeless. He could not kill Li Hansong. He could not kill Li Hansong, and he could not kill Fang Ping either. Fang Ping was stronger than before. "Instructor," a murmur was heard. In the next moment, Tianchun did not escape. Instead, he charged toward Fang Ping. Fang Ping frowned and let out a cold humph. Blind loyalty. Of course, he could say that. Perhaps, in Tianchun's eyes, this was the best ending. "I'll fulfill your wish." Seeing that he did not run, Fang Ping knew that he was prepared to die here. However, would Fang Ping be lenient? No. Fang Ping slashed again. The smell of blood was nauseating. Even Wan and Sherpo's mentality trembled, and they hurriedly dodged. On the other side, Tengu saw this and panicked. It did not expect Tianchun to be defeated so quickly. It also did not expect Tianchun to not run but fight with Fang Ping. Was he not looking for death? Bastard! Tengu panicked. Its giant head bit toward Fang Ping's clone. It could not watch Tianchun get killed. It had feelings for Songcat and Tianchun. If not, it would not have looked for Tianchun and asked him to accompany it to the sky cemetery to take revenge. It did not have any feelings for Fang Ping. It helped Fang Ping because of Songcat. At this moment, Tengu could not sit and watch Tianchun get killed. Behind it, Old Man Li disappeared again without a sound. In the blink of an eye, Tengu's mouth was bleeding. Its long tail was like a sharp blade sweeping toward Old Man Li, who had just appeared. Fang Ping's avatar also unleashed the power of a broken 8, throwing a punch. On the other side, Tianchun and Fang Ping were already fighting. Both of them were extremely fast. In the blink of an eye, Tianchun flew backward, his sternum broken. Not only that, many of his skull cracked. Cat food. Tengu roared, furious. Suddenly, it opened its giant mouth. With a rumble, the surrounding space was swallowed by it. Fang Ping's clone's vision went black. Old Man Li also fell into space, disappearing in the blink of an eye. The surrounding void disappeared completely, turning into darkness. Tengu, on the other hand, could not care less. It let Fang Ping's clone bombard its body. A chain attacked Fang Ping. Fang Ping's expression was fierce. Disregarding everything, he slashed at Tianchun's head. He would kill Tianchun first. Before the saber landed, the blood-colored saber glow shattered space. Tianchun's skull cracked. If the Changdao landed, his skull would definitely shatter. All of this happened too quickly, so fast that both sides did not have much time to communicate. Tianchun was already completely defeated. He was about to be killed by Fang Ping on the spot. Even Tengu could not stop it now. The moment the Changdao landed, Fang Ping roared and pulled it back. His vitality exploded. Fang Ping spat out blood and took a few steps back. Stomping on the void, he slashed at the chain behind him. With a rumble, the chain was sent flying. Not far away, Tengu's mentality was in turmoil, blood spilling from its mouth. In front of Fong Ping, the cat's speed was too fast. It was as if it had walked out of space, squatting in front of Tian Chen's head. The cat did not block the slash. This cat actually wanted to take the slash for Tian Chen. Fong Ping did not know when it had returned. He did not even sense it. He had almost slashed it with his saber. An all-out slash. If he wanted to kill Tian Chen, he would not hold back. Naturally, he gave it his all. Mother Faster's cur. Fong Ping cursed, blood dripping from his mouth. He said furiously, "Stupid cat, get out of the way. Do you want to die?" He almost hit the cat. Even if the cat was really a broken 9, if Fong Ping slashed it with all his might, even if it did not die, it would not be able to keep its body. Chaos vanquishing saber, slashing the body. Did this cat not know? Even if the cat did not have a path, the source world was still a path. Meow. The cat meowed softly, a little at a loss. It did not know why the liar and the cat guard captain were fighting, but it saw that the cat guard captain was about to be killed by the liar, so it came. It just appeared in front of Tian Chen's head. It did not attack Fong Ping, nor did it attack Tian Chen. It just sat there, as if wondering if the scammer would not kill the cat's guardian captain if he were to be slashed by it. "Cat," Tian Chen's voice came. He had forcefully recovered his flesh, but his arms were completely broken. At this moment, he looked at the cat's back with a complicated gaze and called out in a low voice. The cat did not turn back. It was still looking at Fong Ping, as if it was begging, but it did not know how to beg. Fong Ping was furious. He suddenly turned back, holding the chaos-vanquishing saber, and slashed at the heavenly hound. Woof, woof, woof. "Awo, cat, save me!" Boom! Fong Ping was crazy. At this moment, Fong Ping was extremely violent. He did not know who to vent his anger on. Boom, boom, boom. Soon, Fong Ping gave up on the Changdao. He clenched his fists, and the black gloves turned into boxing gloves. Fong Ping's outburst was even stronger, punching out again and again. The heavenly hound was hit until it howled. "Spit it out." Fong Ping was furious. At this moment, the heavenly hound did not hesitate. More importantly, it did not have time to spit it out. It was not until Fong Ping's head was about to explode that it found an opportunity to spit out Fong Ping's avatar, an old man, Li, running toward the cat with its tail between its legs. The heavenly hound was miserable. Its body was full of holes, and part of its tail was broken by Fong Ping. Fong Ping looked coldly at the cat, then at Tian Chen behind it. He sneered, "You think I won't kill you just because the cat is here? Tian Chen, do you really think you can escape death?" After saying that, Fong Ping looked at the cat and said in a low voice, "You can save him once, but you won't be able to save him a second time. Unless you join forces with him to fight me, otherwise, I will kill him." Meow. The cat hesitated. It was at a loss, a little lost. Why? The cat asked timidly. It didn't know why they were fighting. Weren't they all together? They were all together. The swindler said he would kill the cat guardian captain, so he would not give up. He would definitely kill him. The swindler had even used his real body. He said he wanted to kill the emperor, but now, in order to kill the cat guardian captain, he had used his real body. Behind him, Tian Chen's gaze was complicated. He glanced at the cat, then at Fong Ping. Suddenly, he pulled the cat aside, looked at Fong Ping, and chuckled. "I don't need it to save me. Fong Ping, you are strong, but even if you kill me, you will still fail." Hum. The saber hummed. Fong Ping attacked. "Since you have a death wish, I will not spare you." Meow. The cat meowed again. Rumble. The void shook, and Tian Chen flew backward. Fong Ping's Changdao trembled. His mentality shook for a while, and the Changdao slashed in a different direction. Fong Ping looked at the cat. At this moment, the cat seemed a little angry and annoyed. The kitten on its head bared its fangs and brandished its claws. Its mentality shook both of them, sending Tian Chen flying and Fong Ping's saber away. Tian Chen's eyes were filled with shock. On the other side, the heavenly hound was also stunned. In the void, Sherpa and Luan were stiff, dumbstruck. They could guarantee that Fong Ping did not hold back. He wanted to kill Tian Chen. However, the cat's mentality erupted, shaking the void, sending Tian Chen flying, and deflecting Fong Ping's saber. What kind of strength was this? Only Fong Ping was not surprised. He gritted his teeth and said, "You want to stop me?" Swindler! The cat was full of grievances. Why did you kill the cat-protecting captain? He wanted to kill Old Wang, Ironhead, and the others. Tell me, should I kill him? Fong Ping was also a little annoyed. If the cat really protected Tian Chen, he would not have the chance to kill him. The cat was stronger than him. Fong Ping knew that it was an extreme outburst of more than 50 million calories. However, he did not want to let Tian Chen go. He was a huge threat. Moreover, his strength was exposed in front of Tian Chen and the others today. If he did not kill Tian Chen today, Tian Chen would be on guard in the future. Would he still have the chance? The cat was confused. It turned to look at the shocked Tian Chen and said pitifully, "Why did you kill Big Blackface and the others?" Tian Chen opened his mouth, but he did not know where to start. After a long time, he suddenly said softly, "You achieved Dao?" "What?" The ash cat was annoyed and annoyed. Suddenly, its claws enlarged and grabbed the heavenly hound. It rubbed the heavenly hound's head with its claws, causing sparks to fly. "Why do you want to kill me? You haven't said anything yet. What are you doing?" The cat felt wronged. "Why did you kill them? The liar will not let you go." In its claws, the heavenly hound struggled. Its head struggled hard, trying to break free from the cat's claws. However, the cat was very annoyed. Very, very annoyed. The more the heavenly hound struggled, the harder it rubbed. The sizzling sound continued, and sparks continued to fly. The heavenly hound's eyes were dull, a little desperate. Why? Why was this stupid cat so strong? It was impossible. In a daze, the cat pulled its ear with all its might, as if it was pulling a noodle. The cat pulled it longer and longer, and said angrily, "You can't beat a liar. You'll die. Tell me, why did you have to kill them? Can I not kill them?" Tian Chen wanted to say something, but stopped. In the end, he sighed and said in a low voice, "This is my mission. As long as I am alive, I will not give up." Bang, bang, bang. The cat hit the heavenly hound's head hard, venting its grievances and dissatisfaction. The heavenly hound was dizzy, feeling like its head was going to explode. Why? Is it the celestial emperor? But you could have rejected him. That old man Zhen in the human world has a master too. He is also very, very powerful, but he did not fall out with the liar. Why don't you pretend to kill Big Blackface and the others? The cat suggested, feeling wronged. Okay, let's not fight anymore, okay? Tian Chen was silent. Fong Ping sneered and said coldly, "Cat, this guy will not give up. If I don't kill him today, there will be endless trouble in the future. I can't always be on guard against him. The only way to prevent chaos among humans is to kill them all." A powerhouse at the peak of Broken 8 was seriously injured by him. He would recover in no time. How could Fong Ping let him leave? Today, even if the cat stopped him, Fong Ping would still kill him. Unless the cat went all out. If that happened, Fong Ping would not be able to kill Tian Chen, and could only let him leave. Seeing Tian Chen's silence, the cat was a little depressed and angry. It continued to hit the heavenly hound. The heavenly hound could not even scream now. The cat's claws were pinching its mouth tightly. Obviously, it did not want its cries to be annoying. The cat looked at Fong Ping, then at Tianchun. Fong Ping's face was cold. Tianchun was silent. After watching for a while, the cat suddenly said, "Cat Protector Captain, do you really have to kill them?" "That's right." Tianchun gave an affirmative answer. The cat became more and more depressed. Then it flung the heavenly hound away and said angrily, "I only know how to annoy cats. So annoying, so annoying." As it said that, it turned to look at Fong Ping and said pitifully, "Can I not kill him?" "No way." "Then, if he can't kill Big Blackface and the rest, won't it be fine?" Fong Ping frowned and looked at the cat. The cat did not speak. Suddenly, it clawed at Fong Ping. Fong Ping did not dodge or defend. He just looked at the cat. The next moment, something was snatched away by the cat. The cat grabbed a small palace and looked at Tianchun. It said pitifully, "What are you doing? Why do you have to kill people? Go in." Tianchun frowned. "Go in." The cat muttered, "Change your Tao. Change to a pinnacle Tao, okay? This way, you'll become weak and can't kill them. The liar won't kill you." Yes, this was the cat's idea. The origin realm. It grabbed the origin realm. In the origin realm, there were a few pinnacle Tao. However, Fong Ping had no use for them now, so he kept them in the origin realm. Tianchun also knew the origin realm. At this moment, his expression changed. Seeing that he did not speak, the cat suddenly whined. "If you don't change, you'll definitely be beaten to death. If you die, the big dog and I will both be sad. Cat Protector Captain, you have to change. This cat will help you change." Having said that, it grabbed Tianchun. Tianchun wanted to break free, but he was heavily injured. How could he break free? In the next moment, the cat directly pulled Tianchun into the reciprocity realm while he himself entered the reciprocity realm. Fong Ping raised his eyebrows and said nothing. In order to make Fong Ping not kill Tianchun, the cat's intelligence was off the charts. It directly forced Tianchun into the origin realm to change his Tao. At this moment, Fong Ping did not know what to say. On the other side, Sherpa and the others were also extremely stunned. All of them were silent. They did not know what to say at all. Today, was it a dream? Tianchun and the heavenly hound, both of them had broken 8. Why did it feel like they were children? One punch for one, they were beaten by Fong Ping and the cat until they could not fight back. They were powerhouses at the peak of broken 8. The heavenly hound was also a powerhouse who had broken 2 gates. Broken 9, both of them were in a daze. Why were there powerhouses who had broken 9 everywhere? Chapter 1400. Sherpa and Luan were dazed, but Fong Ping was not. Fong Ping had been staring at the origin realm, his expression changing constantly. According to his thinking, naturally, it was to cut the weeds and eliminate the roots. Tianchun was most likely Celestial Emperor's pawn. He insisted on killing the 3 Emperor's reincarnations. No, Tianchun did not say kill. He only said to break their Tao. However, in Fong Ping's opinion, it was all the same. Why did he break the Tao of the 3 Emperors? Moreover, Tianchun was an elite at the pinnacle of breaking 8. Even if he had changed his Tao to the pinnacle, it did not mean that he only had the strength of the pinnacle. If he changed his Tao, he would not die. Therefore, the strength of his physical body was still the same. It was just that the increase in his origin source was lesser. At breaking 8, everything was returning to 1. The amplification of the origin was actually weakening and strengthening oneself. However, this weakening only hid the increase of the origin source. In reality, it was still increasing. Even if the great path was stripped away, Tian Chen's physical strength was still at least 5 million calories of vitality. With the addition of the absolute void path, Tian Chen should be able to break a little, but no matter what, there should be a 50% increase, right? At the very least, Tian Chen would have the strength of a breaking 6 peak martial artist. Even breaking 7. This was not what Fang Ping had expected. Even if Tian Chen had broken through to the peak of the 6th rank, it would not be difficult for him, a veteran who had broken through to the 8th rank, to break through to the 7th rank. Old Cat felt that as long as Tian Chen did not break 8, it would be fine. However, Fang Ping was still worried. An expert with broken 7. How many humans were there in the human race? Yes, he was not much of a threat to Old Wang, Fang Ping, Zhang Tao, and even Tai Tu. But what about the others? Would Tian Chen make a move against the others? Fang Ping did not know. Tian Chen seemed like a straightforward person. Even if Fang Ping gave him a chance, he would not give it up. Who knew what he was thinking now? How could he be willing to be stripped of his great Tao? Even if the cat was trying to save him, was he really willing to accept it? A ferocious glint flickered in Fang Ping's eyes. The old cat was not there, but the heavenly hound was. It had seen it. With one look, Tengu knew that Fang Ping still wanted to kill Tian Chen. Fang Ping, the heavenly hound, was a little angry and growled in a low voice. Tian Chen didn't leave, which means he didn't do it willingly. What else do you want? Now, the dumb cat has cut off his path. Do you know how cruel it is for us to cut off his path after cultivating for tens of thousands of years? The cat feeder followed the dumb cat in. Do you really think he's afraid of death? It's not like he's afraid of you. Heavenly Hound was furious. Do you think Tian Chen is afraid of death? Was he afraid of Fang Ping? At their level, would they really be so greedy for life and afraid of death? Everyone had their own goals. Emperor Realm. Now, Fang Ping had cut off Tian Chen's hope of becoming an emperor. He would rather die than live. Do you think Tian Chen would be happy that he had escaped death? No way. The Heavenly Hound's eyes were bloodshot, glaring at Fang Ping furiously. The reason why Tian Chen was willing to enter the reciprocity realm with the cat was probably because of the cat. The cat did not want him to die. Fang Ping actually still had the intention to kill at this moment. The Heavenly Hound was extremely furious. Fang Ping looked at the Heavenly Hound and said coldly, "So, what?" This was Fang Ping's personality. If he made an enemy out of me, I would definitely kill him. Today it's him. Tomorrow it might be you. I am a devil. A devil. A devil who kills people to become a devil. I am a demon. Whenever he encountered an enemy, he would kill them all. From Tian Chen's point of view, Fang Ping did not blame the Heavenly Hound, but he would not allow the Heavenly Hound to complain and be resentful. My words are clear. No matter who makes an enemy out of me, I will kill them. The Heavenly Hound glared at him and said, angrily, "If one day the stupid cat wants to kill you, what will you do?" Fang Ping said coldly, "Kill it." "You," the Heavenly Hound said furiously, "it saved you before. It saved you many times. If it wasn't for the stupid cat, do you think I would have let you go that day when you were in the divine sect? If it wasn't for the stupid cat, do you think Kuan Peng would have helped you kill the Sky Chief that day? Now that you're strong and have broken through 9 levels, do you think it's all because of you?" The Heavenly Hound said angrily, "Without the stupid cat, you're nothing. You would have died a long time ago." Fang Ping looked at it and said calmly, "If the cat wanted to kill you, would you let it kill you?" "It won't kill me." "Then it won't kill me." Fang Ping said lightly, "If it wants to kill me, then it's no longer a cat. I will kill it. Why can't I?" The Heavenly Hound could not argue with Fang Ping. Besides, it was not interested in arguing with Fang Ping. It only said angrily The cat fed the stupid cat for tens of thousands of years, fought the fire god for it, and died in battle in Chu mainland. I was the one who told you about what happened today. If the cat fed wanted to, it would have killed them long ago. You think it had no chance? Now it's broken, and you still want to kill it. Fong Ping, you're more of a demon than a demon. Fong Ping did not say anything, nor did he refute. Demon? Maybe. Ignoring it, Fong Ping's clones became one. Fong Ping's aura slipped, and he glanced at the divine nation of chaos people behind Sherpa and Luan. Fong Ping said lightly, Sherpa, Luan, keep an eye on these people. They're not allowed to leave your side, for a while. Luan wanted to refute, but when he thought of Fong Ping hiding his strength, he felt a little embarrassed. Was this guy planning to trick them? Now his strength was exposed, but the battle just now was extremely fast. Besides, this was the Forbidden Sea, which had the effect of hiding aura. The others might not have sensed much. Fong Ping was afraid that his people would leak the secret. When he thought of the possibility of killing an emperor, Luan dared not talk nonsense anymore. He said awkwardly, Don't worry, they're my brothers. They're very reliable. If you're not exposed, they won't leave. As he said that, he said helplessly, How long will it take for you to be exposed? How long? Fong Ping did not know. He thought he had to keep a low profile, but he had just arrived at the Forbidden Sea, and he was already exposed. Sherpa asked him how long it would take, but how would he know? He did not know that the injured old man, Li said faintly as he healed, What's the hurry? It'll be a month at most, maybe tomorrow. Can't you guys wait for a month? Fong Ping glared at him. Who said that? Bullsh *T. Old man, Li was too lazy to say anything else. Luan and Sherpa looked at each other and nodded quickly with a matter-of-fact expression. Yes, it would not take too long indeed. Fong Ping, this guy, when did he ever stop? It was fine in the human world, but since he was out this time, they did not believe that Fong Ping could hold it in. A month at most. To them, a month or so was still acceptable. When that time came, Fong Ping had broken 9, and the whole 3 realms would know. Fong Ping was too lazy to say anything. Tengu was still staring at him. Fong Ping sneered. What's the use of looking at me? Can you stop me? Tengu was speechless. Could it stop him? Of course not. Tengu was a little sad now. It could not beat Fong Ping. Forget it. Dogs would not argue with people. But why was the stupid cat stronger than it? It was not convinced. Sleeping and eating for 30,000 years. How could it be stronger than it? There was no justice in this world. The more Tengu thought about it, the sadder it became. At this moment, it was a little dazed. Silence fell all around. At this moment, no one was in the mood to talk. Everyone looked at Fong Ping, then at the floating origin realm. Tianchen had not come out yet. No one knew what Tianchen was thinking, but Sherpa and the rest felt a little sad. Indeed, a little. A powerhouse at the peak of Breaking 8 was nothing more than this today. He was forced to break his own Tao, and his path to becoming an emperor was severed. Yes, he could still walk if he changed paths. But if he changed to the ultimate nothingness path, and it was an outsider's path, could he really walk on it? Besides, would Fong Ping let Tianchen go? It was hard to say. Today, Cat tried to mediate. Fong Ping did not kill Tianchen, but after today, where would Tianchen go? No one was in the mood to talk, waiting silently. After an unknown period of time, the void trembled. Cat and Tianchen walked out of the origin realm. At this moment, because of his serious injuries, Tianchen's flesh had just recovered. His face was a little pale, but he was extremely calm. No one knew what he was thinking at this moment. Cat seemed to be a little depressed and gloomy. He looked at Fong Ping, shielding Tianchen behind him, and said pitifully, he changed his Tao. Cat protected Tianchun. He knew Fong Ping's personality. Kill him all. This was Fong Ping. Tian Chen's combat strength was greatly reduced after losing his Tao of Breaking 8. Now, Fong Ping could kill him easily. Cat could not guarantee that Fong Ping did not attack earlier because he wanted to let Tian Chen change his Tao before killing him. That was why Cat had to stop him, because it was the idea that could save the Cat captain's life. Fong Ping did not speak. Old Man Li stopped healing. At this moment, he opened his eyes and walked over in the air. He said, even if Tian Chun changed his Tao, he was a peak powerhouse at the peak of Breaking 8. Right now, he still has the strength to break 6 or even 7. Old Man Li did not give Fong Ping a chance to speak. Cat had broken 9. Should Fong Ping kill Tian Chun or not? Wouldn't the cat be dissatisfied if he killed them? For the sake of Tian Chun, he had offended Fong Ping's good friend, Tsang Mao. Tsang Mao was not the only one. Tengu and the rest were all on good terms with Tsang Mao. Fong Ping would not be satisfied if he did not kill them. If that was the case, Old Man Li would not give Fong Ping a chance to speak. He would be the villain. Even if they had a falling out, Fong Ping and the cat still had room to maneuver. As expected, as soon as he said that, the cat was a little unhappy. The Heavenly Hound was also glaring fiercely at Old Man Li. Old Man Li did not mind at all. He continued, he wants to kill the 3 emperors' reincarnations. He's determined. Even if he doesn't do it now, it doesn't mean he won't do it in the future. When the time came, he would die. If you don't want him to die. Old Man Li looked at the cat and said slowly he must be controlled by the humans. Senior Tian Chen's injuries are quite serious this time. Why don't you go to the Hall of Myriad Origins to recuperate? You should know that the Hall of Myriad Origins is a divine artifact, a place for cultivation. The seeds that Fong Ping obtained previously were also taken from the Hall of Myriad Origins. The vitality there was extremely rich, and it was good for healing. Senior's recuperation there will help with the recovery of your injuries. To put it nicely, he wanted to imprison Tian Chun in the Hall of Myriad Origins. The current Tian Chun could not break a divine artifact. Moreover, there were 2 top-notch powerhouses, the Suppressing Heavenly King and the Weapon God Envoy, in Suppressing Star City. Even if Tian Chun wanted to do something, he could not do it. Imprison Tian Chun. If Fong Ping wanted to imprison Tian Chun, the cat might not be happy. Old Man Li said it on his behalf. If the cat wanted to hate someone, then hate me. Tian Chun said nothing. The Heavenly Hound said angrily, you want to imprison him? It had also been imprisoned in the Earth King Hall for many years. It knew how it felt. The Heavenly Hound did not agree. Tian Chun had broken his own Tao. In the Heavenly Hound's eyes, it was already humiliating enough. Now that he was being imprisoned by the humans, it was better to just kill Tian Chun. For powerhouses like them, death would be better than this. Old Man Li said in a low voice, it's to recuperate. Senior Tian Chun has many enemies. Chu Wu also wants to kill Senior. Does Senior Heavenly Hound want to protect Senior Tian Chun? Since he can't protect him forever, it's very easy for him to be discovered and killed. When we go to the Hall of Myriad Origins, the Suppressing Heavenly King and the Weapon God Envoy will be there. My 3 old friends, we can still chat more. Bastard. The Heavenly Hound was furious. Did he really think it was stupid? Fong Ping, don't go too far. The Heavenly Hound was furious. It turned around to look at the cat and said, angrily, you're also a breakthrough 9. Are you afraid of him? If they were to fight, they were not afraid of Fong Ping. Fong Ping handed it over to the cat. Fong Ping's avatar, Old Man Li, and Ironhead were not its match. The cat looked depressed, a little conflicted. Liar, the cat looked at Fong Ping. It had not thought of imprisoning Tian Chun before. It only thought that if Tian-chun could not kill the three of them, the liar would let Tian-chun go. But now, Fong Ping smiled. Big Cat, in terms of strength, I'm not as good as you. Why do you need to beg me? You can take him away. I won't say anything, and I won't stop you. The cat looked at him pitifully. Fong Ping sighed. Suddenly, he laughed. He looked at Tian-chun and said lightly, Forget it. I have many enemies. Iron Head, and the rest have many enemies too. There's no shortage of martial artists with broken 8 paths. If you really want to continue killing them, then let them bear the consequences themselves. If you can kill them, then you're good. They're useless. If they die, so be it. If you get killed instead, then you deserve it. Old Man Li glanced at Fong Ping. Fong Ping raised his hand and did not speak. He had thought it through. The current Tian-chun had broken 7 paths at most. Old Yao was also a heavenly king martial artist now. If he really encountered him, he might not be killed. It was not impossible for him to kill him instead. He had a lot of enemies, and there were a bunch of them with broken 8. If that was the case, there was no need to turn against him now. If he turned against him, it would not be Tian-chun who would turn against him. The cat, the heavenly hound, and even Sherpa and Luan might feel that he was ruthless. When the rabbit dies, the fox grieves. It might alienate the human race. Tian-chun looked at him, then at the cat. Suddenly he laughed. No one knew if it was a self-deprecating laugh or something else. Tian-chun was also a powerhouse, a top-notch powerhouse. In the past, he had even killed a beginner martial powerhouse. In that era, only the emperor had done it. Today, perhaps he should indeed laugh at himself. He was saved by the cat. His Tao was broken, and he was lucky to escape. The cat might have wanted to save his life, but did Tian-chun really care about this life? I've lost, Tian-chun murmured. He lifted his head to look at Fong Ping, then at the cat. He said bitterly, Losing means death. Fong Ping frowned. The cat was also a little uneasy. He comforted, The liar is too powerful. Don't self-destruct. Tian-chun laughed and said softly, If I really wanted to self-destruct, I would have done it just now. This life of mine was saved by you. He looked at the cat, his gaze becoming more and more complicated. He said softly, The Tian-chun of the past has already died once. No, twice. Maybe I've already returned it. He said something that no one understood. It was a little painful, but also a little liberated. He looked at the cat and said bitterly, This life of mine, you saved it now, so it's yours. If you don't let me die, then I won't die. The cat looked at him blankly. It suddenly felt a little sad. It did not know if it was right to ask the cat captain to change the Tao just now. Tian-chun looked at Fong Ping again and said in a low voice, Don't ask me any more. I won't say anything. I can go to the Hall of Myriad Origins, but don't bring the cat around the 3 realms anymore. Fong Ping frowned. It has broken through 9. Tian-chun looked at the cat, his gaze becoming more and more complicated. The cat that has broken through 9 may soon become the real emperor. I can't die. You better not die either. Tengu doesn't die either. Fong Ping was shocked. Tian-chun chose not to die. Was he really afraid of death? Tian-chun was so determined before. Even if he was no match for Fong Ping, he was not willing to escape. However, ever since the cat revealed its ability to break through 9, Tian-chun suddenly gave up. The cat wanted him to change the Tao, so he did. For powerhouses, this was worse than death. But he still did it. Old Man Li said to imprison him. Fong Ping said to let him go, but he did not choose to leave. Tian-chun murmured, My strength has dropped. If I meet my old enemy, maybe I will die in this ocean. Go to the human world. Zhen and Zhao are both powerhouses. unless the 3 realms are destroyed. Otherwise, I won't die. Tianchen laughed at himself and said quickly, Fangping, don't die too early. Live well. There will always be a chance, right? If you die, everyone will die. Maybe there really won't be a chance. At this moment, Fangping thought of the cat and the black swamp in the cat's source world. He knew Tianchen. He knew some things. He could not die. Fangping could not die. Tengu could not die. The next moment, Tianchen said, the Spirit Emperor has taken care of the cat for many years. For the sake of the cat, don't kill the Spirit Emperor. The Spirit Emperor has a hard life. If she is really in danger, injure her, imprison her, don't kill her. Fangping had completely understood what he meant. He did not want to die because he did not want the cat to despair and be sad. Would the cat be sad? It would. When he died in battle years ago, the cat was very sad. It even forgot some memories about him. After he recovered, the cat only remembered these things. Fangping's expression was solemn. He looked at him deeply and said nothing. Tianchen sighed again. It's best to reveal your breakthrough 9 strength later. It's too early, too fast. They won't give you time to grow. You even brought the cat along. Tianchen was bitter. The cat had broken 9 too. Didn't the cat not cultivate? Why was it so fast? Was a cat with broken 9 and a powerful cat a good thing? That might not be the case. Tianchen said no more. Looking at the confused cat, he suddenly took a step forward and rubbed the cat's head. He said bitterly, cats don't fight. Didn't you say that yourself? In the future, don't fight. Cats eat, drink, and sleep. Eat, drink, and sleep well. That's what a cat is, understand? Previously, when you forged your jade bones, I knew that your strength had exceeded my expectations. I thought that if you didn't cultivate, you would at most have broken 8 strength. But who would have thought? Sigh. The cat looked at him, confused, but seemed to understand. Tianchen said no more. He rubbed the cat's head gently and looked at the heavenly hound. Take care of the cat. You useless thing. If you weren't so weak, you wouldn't have been killed in the heavenly cemetery. You wouldn't have let it wander around. Tianchen was suddenly annoyed and angry. If you weren't delayed for thousands of years, you might have broken 9 when you came out of seclusion. If you weren't useless, it wouldn't need to seek survival, become stronger, and protect itself. You useless thing. The heavenly hound drooped its head. It was no longer as domineering as before. It seemed a little depressed. Take care of it, Tianchen said again. The heavenly hound nodded and said nothing. Tianchen exhaled and looked at Fangping. Don't let the cat fight anymore. It's just a cat, isn't it? Fangping, since you're confident that you can defeat the 9 emperors, then go by yourself. Tell me, I survived because of the cat. Are you better than me? Fangping frowned, but said nothing. He knew what Tianchen was worried about. After a long time, Fangping asked in a low voice, Is it dangerous? Very. Tianchen's tone was cold. He looked at Fangping and quickly regained his composure. I'll go to the human world myself. If you're worried, you can come with me. You must have a purpose for coming out of the human world this time. But I still have to say, solve your own problems. Fangping said in a low voice, I have the power to break 9. Of course, I can solve it. I hope so. Tianchen did not care about that. He looked at the heavenly hound. You go with him. Remember, if there's danger, you protect the cat. He was worried about Fangping. Whether Fangping was using the cat, only Fangping knew. He wanted the heavenly hound to follow them. The heavenly hound glanced at Fangping and nodded. Break 3 gates as soon as possible. Tianchen reminded the heavenly hound again. your vitality gate and life gate have been broken. You can look for the gate of spiritual consciousness. Fong Ping did not hear what he said after that. Tian Chun was transmitting his voice. Fong Ping did not eavesdrop. He frowned slightly and glanced at the Heavenly Hound and Tian Chun. Tian Chun seemed to be asking the Heavenly Hound to find someone who could help him break the gate of spiritual consciousness. Who? Fong Ping did not know, but he would find out sooner or later. After saying that, Tian Chun looked at Fong Ping again and said lightly, "Are you going to escort me to the human world?" Fong Ping snorted softly. He did not let his guard down and crushed a piece of jade. After waiting for a while, the void was torn apart. The Heavenly King Garrison appeared and scolded, "There's no strong enemy. Why did you crush it? Do you really think I have nothing better to do? Crushing it for no reason." The voice stopped abruptly. The Heavenly King Garrison looked at Fong Ping strangely, then suddenly looked at Tian Chun, a little confused. What was going on? Why did it feel like Tian Chun's strength had declined a lot? Fong Ping, this kid, why did he look like he was in a fog too? What was going on? Fong Ping did not waste time and said directly, "Send Senior Tian Chun to the Myriad Origins Hall to recuperate. There's a problem with the senior's Tao, and he can't leave the Myriad Origins Hall. Godfather, take good care of him, lest he goes out and collapses his body." The Heavenly King Garrison was not stupid. He understood what Fong Ping meant immediately, imprisoning Tian Chun. The Heavenly King Garrison's eyes flickered slightly. Fong Ping had actually suppressed Tian Chun. Even if they were both at peak break 8, he did not think that Fong Ping could easily suppress Tian Chun. Now, however, Fong Ping did not seem to be injured at all, while Tian Chun's injuries were extremely serious. His qi was unstable. At Tian Chun's level, he could not even ensure that his qi was stable. His injuries were indeed not light. Who did it? Of course it was Fong Ping. Moreover, the Heavenly Hound beside him was also injured. Other than Fong Ping, probably no one else would do this. The Heavenly Hound and Tian Chun had joined forces and were suppressed by Fong Ping. The Heavenly King Garrison squinted at Fong Ping. Before this, Fong Ping had easily sensed his pursuit with the boy servant. Before this, he had been thinking about the cat. Now, he was thinking about Fong Ping. This kid, he had broken 9 without saying a word. He hid it really well. Fong Ping did not bat an eyelid, letting him look. "You can look all you want. I won't say anything." The Heavenly King Garrison laughed and did not ask. He looked at Tian Chun and said with a smile, "All right, we're old friends. There are fewer and fewer old friends in the 3 realms. Tian Chun, why don't we go to Star Town and have a chat?" Tian Chun did not say anything, nodding slightly. The Heavenly King Garrison tore the void and was about to leave with him when Tian Chun suddenly stopped and looked at Fong Ping. He sighed and said slowly, "Don't bring the cat into the source carelessly. The source is more complicated and dangerous than you think. The passageway connecting the 3 emperors is the only safe passageway between the source and the outside world. This is the passageway opened by the 3 emperors themselves, not a fixed passageway. The 3 gates are fixed passageways. The 9 emperors have all gone through the 3 gates to prove their Tao. Going through the 3 gates is not absolutely safe. Don't open the passageway easily. If you're discovered, you'll have one less chance to escape. Even if you know where the 3 passageways are, don't tell anyone." Tian Chun was a little dispirited. He waved his hand and did not say anything else. He did not look at the cat and the others anymore. He stepped into the void passageway and left with the Heavenly King Garrison. Fong Ping's eyes flickered. He was still thinking about something when the Heavenly King Garrison's voice rang in his ear. "The source might be a cage. The passageway opened by the three emperors might be a safe passageway, just as he said, "Kid, don't open it easily. Don't let anyone find out." I had some guesses before, but I wasn't sure. Now I understand a little. Be careful. Also, those three fellows, tell them to keep a low profile so they don't get killed. The emperors might have guessed it too, and might capture them. Is Tian Chen going to make a move on the three of them? If he is, then it might be to cut off this passageway and turn the source into a real cage. Kid, take it easy. The Heavenly King Garrison did not know these things before. At this moment, he suddenly came to a realization. Tian Chen was the Heavenly Emperor's disciple. He might know more than him. As a result, he thought more. At this moment, he felt a little regretful. He suddenly transmitted his voice and scolded, "I might have been fooled." When the Divine Emperor and the others left the three gates that day, they might have deliberately created an opportunity for me. I've already broken through 2 gates and pierced the great Tao into the source. If it weren't for Jean's last attack, I might have been trapped in the source. I thought it was for the Tao tree. Damn, now that I think about it, it's extremely likely that it was to lure me in. The Tao tree has broken through 9 gates. Those guys might not have known. As for me, F***CK, I must have been tricked. At this moment, the Heavenly King Garrison lost his composure. He might have been tricked. He had been tricked all day long. Today, he had been pecked blind. The opportunity that day was not an opportunity. It was clearly a trap. Those guys knew that he was cautious and did not dare to break through the gates and enter the source when they were around. But at that time, the Divine Emperor and the others had come for the Tao tree. His opportunity had come. Naturally, the Heavenly King Garrison would not give it up. Sighing in his heart, the Heavenly King Garrison was a little annoyed. He transmitted his voice and scolded for a while before leaving instantly. He had been tricked. If it weren't for Tian Chen's words just now, he would not have realized that he had been tricked. Sure enough, there were many old schemers. He was not the most sinister one. P.S. 14,000 for 2 updates. Please slow down a little. Chapter 14:01. Heavenly King Garrison left with Tian Chen. Fong Ping was still thinking about what they had just said. Tian Chen's last words had already explained a lot. The path opened by the 3 emperors was a safe passage. Fong Ping knew this in his heart. Last time, he was almost trapped to death in the source. It was through Old Wang's path that he left the source. Why did Tian Chen want to cut off the 3 emperors' paths? Was it to cut off the source's safe passage? Or was it something else? Source, Celestial Emperor. Fong Ping murmured, vaguely having an idea. Source, Celestial Emperor's source world. Yes, the source was Celestial Emperor's source world. Although the source had existed for a long time, it was discovered by Celestial Emperor. Later, he self-destructed the stars and formed the source. He thought of himself and the hole in his brain. Fong Ping's gaze was uncertain. Celestial Emperor wanted to seal the source world. This idea popped up abruptly. Fong Ping's gaze flickered. Sealing the source world should make him stronger. However, there was a hole in the source world. What should he do? The 9 emperors had to mend the hole inside. The path opened by the 3 emperors outside also needed to be cut off. Was Celestial Emperor really suppressed in the source, or was he doing something else? For example, preparing to bury the 9 emperors completely. Fong Ping chuckled. Who cared? If Celestial Emperor wanted to kill the 9 emperors, then it would be best. He could kill Celestial Emperor. Wasn't killing 1 easier than killing 10? Tian Chen's hidden danger was temporarily resolved. However, Fong Ping looked at the Heavenly Hound and the cat. At this moment, the heavenly hound was still unconvinced. Fong Ping glanced at it and grinned. Heavenly hound, are you upset? Angry? He did not care about the heavenly hound's attitude. He and the heavenly hound were not very close. Tian Chun was its best friend. This fellow had not fallen out with him, yet because of the cat. The heavenly hound was not afraid of him. It snorted and did not reply. You want to hit me? The heavenly hound bared its teeth. It was a little angry. Could it beat it? If it could, it would have done so long ago. Although the heavenly hound had a bad temper and was overbearing, it was a good thing. If it could beat it, it would fight. If it could not, it would admit defeat. Otherwise, he would have been killed in the heaven realm many years ago. Fong Ping provoked it, but the heavenly hound ignored him. It would not fall for his tricks. Otherwise, Fong Ping might eat dog meat today. Fong Ping laughed and continued, If you can't beat me, then be a good boy and listen to me. Otherwise, don't even think about following me. Tian Chun asked you to follow Big Cat so that you can protect it. Unfortunately, you're too weak. With your strength, you'll only be a burden. Huff, even the heavenly hound's nose was smoking. Burden? Since when was the heavenly hound called a burden by anyone? Damn it. Be sensible and don't cause trouble for me. If you don't cause trouble, I'll return you the corpse of an emperor. Causing trouble is equivalent to eating dog meat. You understand? The heavenly hound's eyes revealed an ominous glint as it bared its teeth. I'm not following you. I'm just following the cat. Fong Ping threatened it for a while, then ignored it. He looked at Sherpa and Luan over there, smiling. Both of you rebuild the divine kingdom of chaos. If anyone comes to ask what happened just now, before he could finish, Luan said impatiently, Who dares to ask? No matter who it is, what's there to ask? Do you really think we're pushovers? I'll kill whoever asks. What was Fong Ping thinking? Luan's tone was unkind. Who would dare to ask him what happened here? I was in a bad mood. So what if I casually destroyed the divine kingdom of chaos? Are you unhappy? You have to hold it in even if you're unhappy. I'll fight if I wanna. Fong Ping laughed. That made sense. Looking around, Fong Ping sighed. I was planning to visit everyone. Now that the divine kingdom of chaos is gone, we'll leave first and continue to Chu mainland. Luan raised his brows. How long will it take for Chu mainland to be destroyed? Fong Ping looked at him and said disapprovingly, What's wrong? Can I just ask? 3 days or 5 days? I don't know if there's a bargain. Oh, right, after we kill Fist God, an underworld god. How about giving me their bones? Those two fellows' bones are hard. They can definitely be forged into top-notch divine weapons. Brother Luan, you misunderstood. I'm going there to discuss cooperation. There's no misunderstanding. Luan looked nonchalant. You guys can go. I'll keep an eye on them these few days. Anyway, if there's a bargain, I'll go there. Who would believe you? What did you plan to do when you came to my place? No way. In the end, Tianchen Avenue was cut off, and the divine kingdom of chaos disappeared. How long had it been? Would anything good happen if you went to Chu? He did not believe it at all. Fong Ping was too lazy to say anything else. Let them think what they wanted. His first goal was to cooperate. If it did not work out, then he would think about other things. Luan and Sherpa stayed behind. Fong Ping did not care about Broken Nine. They knew about it. They were both smart people. They would not speak carelessly. It would be great if they revealed it to the public. They would not have to distinguish between friend and foe anymore. They would be enemies. Based on their intelligence, they would not do such a thing. This time, there was one more person. No, one more dog. Tengu caught up with the team. The cat was happy again, as if the incident had completely passed. No one knew why the cat could always forget these unhappy things, as if nothing could make it unhappy. Fong Ping's real body disappeared once again. The old cat lay on the clone's shoulder for a while, then jumped onto the Heavenly Hound's head and stepped on it a few times. It was much more active now. The Heavenly Hound did not speak along the way, as if it was still angry. He chuckled and said, "Sky Dog, you and Chu Wu are arch enemies. If you go, aren't you afraid that they'll stew you?" Woof! The Heavenly Hound roared. It didn't want to say anything. "Heavenly Hound, are you male or female?" Big Cat said you don't differentiate between males and females. "Is Jiao your descendant?" Woof! The Heavenly Hound was furious. It did not really want to talk to Fong Ping. This guy kept talking to it. How annoying! Fong Ping smiled happily and said, "Tengu, there's something I'm curious about. Why did you want to snatch the lollipop from the dragon-transformed daughter?" The Heavenly Hound's face suddenly darkened and roared, "Who stole her candy? Who would snatch the candy? Slander! Shame! Wasn't it? Wang Ruobing said it herself. She was eating the candy, but you looked at her candy and drooled. How can this be fake?" Nonsense! The Heavenly Hound could not stand this injustice and said angrily, "Will I snatch the candy? If I want to snatch, I'll snatch the treasure. I realized that she had something good on her. That's why I looked at it for a while." Fong Ping raised his eyebrows. "What good thing will make you drool? What's it to you? So, you're still snatching the candy. You're just looking for an excuse." "You," the Heavenly Hound said angrily, "don't think that I don't know you're goading me. But I'll say it again. What can you do? The dragon-transformed daughter has a treasure on her. I think if I eat her, I might be able to break through 8 in a day. My vitality force is terrifyingly rich. If it wasn't for this guy messing around." As he said that, he slapped a claw at Iron Head and said angrily, "If it wasn't for him, I would have broken through 8 a long time ago. Now, I'm at least a powerhouse who has broken through 9. Iron Head dodged into the air, his face darkening. "Just you wait, dog. I'll beat you into a dead dog sooner or later." Vitality force. Fong Ping knew, but this dog's nose was really sharp. It could even smell this. Fong Ping's goal was not this. He chuckled and said, "All these years, other than Wang Ruobing, who else did you want to eat?" The Heavenly Hound's nose was very sharp. Fong Ping had always wanted to find a few other fellows whose origins had also mutated, but he had not found them. He wanted to know if the Heavenly Hound had found such a person. The Heavenly Hound glanced at him, tilted its dog eyes, and sneered. "You want to know? Did you find something good on the dragon-transformed daughter? I'm not telling you. Say it or not." Fong Ping said casually, "It won't be of much help to me anyway, but if I found it, maybe I can enter the source land to reap some benefits." The cat jumped onto its head, pulled the dog's ear, and asked, "Big dog, tell me quickly, who else is there?" The Heavenly Hound's face darkened, looking a little unhappy. It said in a muffled voice, "I'm not stupid. The dragon-transformed daughter has vitality force. The others should also have spiritual consciousness force, vitality force, and maybe energy force. If I find the possessors of these 4 forces and eat them, I might be able to achieve Emperor straightaway." Fong Ping said lightly, "You found them? Did you eat one? Otherwise, how did it break 8? The Heavenly Hound broke 8. It was said that it ate something and broke through the virtual gate. Did it really eat one? The Heavenly Hound said sullenly, "I didn't eat it." "You didn't eat it, so you found it?" The Heavenly Hound was a little impatient and unhappy. After a while, it said, "I smelled it, but I couldn't eat it. Moon's spirit has the smell of vitality. Hong Kuan has the smell of energy force." Fong Ping's gaze changed slightly. Are you sure? Of course, the heavenly hound said impatiently. Otherwise, I would have eaten them long ago. Fang Ping exhaled. He did not expect this. It was not that he did not think about these people, but he felt that these people might be the pawns that the emperors needed to achieve Tao. In the end, they actually overlapped. The seeds of myriad Taos, the would-be emperors that replaced the emperors. These should be two plans. In the end, someone overlapped. That meant that Hong Kuan and Moon Spirit might not have been set up by one emperor. Maybe it was two. Moon Spirit, Hong Kuan, could it be Earthly Emperor and North Emperor? Fang Ping had thought that they were similar to Wang Ruobing. The seeds were all weaklings. Now, it seemed that he was wrong. The powerhouses might be them too. Did you not smell the smell of mentality? No, the heavenly hound's tone was not very good. Do you think I would smell it for everyone? It would only smell those people if they were in frequent contact with them. It was not that it had nothing better to do. Why would it go around the three realms to smell? But for Fang Ping, it was enough. 3 people, 3 seeds. The gathering point of life, Tao, might really be Moon Spirit. And the gathering point of energy, Tao, was Hong Kuan. Then, who was the gathering point of mentality, Tao? Fang Ping rubbed his chin. As he flew, he said, these few might have stolen the control of some immortal source. The immortal source is the gathering point of all Tao, and these few are the gathering point of a single Tao. Someone stole the control of the immortal source, wanting to perfect themselves and replenish themselves. If that's the case, the mishap of the immortal source back then might have been caused by these few. Spirit Empress said there was a traitor. The traitor she was referring to should be someone who did not listen to Celestial Emperor's orders. Celestial Emperor probably wanted to use the immortal source to completely make up for the flaws of the origin. In the end, someone secretly stole the control of a part of the immortal source, wanting to perfect themselves, worried about Celestial Emperor. That was inevitable. And Celestial Emperor might not have good intentions. According to Fang Ping's previous speculation, Celestial Emperor might have really wanted to destroy the 9 emperors. In the end, some emperors found out, and these people deliberately sabotaged the immortal source plan, stealing some of the power and control of the immortal source, and modified the seeds. If that was the case, things would add up. Fang Ping sneered. A dog biting a dog, a mouthful of hair. The heavenly hound's expression became more and more unpleasant. Who had a mouthful of hair? Who could bite a mouthful of hair? It's getting more and more interesting. If that's the case, the emperors back then, North Emperor and Earthly Emperor, might have guessed Celestial Emperor's secret, so they betrayed Celestial Emperor. Was Wang Ruobing a pawn of Emperor God? If these 3 betrayed Celestial Emperor, Fang Ping muttered to himself, Spirit Empress shouldn't have. This woman is wholeheartedly loyal to Celestial Emperor. He was not very interested in the life gate and the energy gate. In fact, Fang Ping was most interested in the mentality gate. Vitality was easy to increase. Vitality was easy to find, at least for Fang Ping. Mentality, on the other hand, was hard to increase. If he found the gathering place of mentality virtual gate, could he strengthen his mentality? The flaws of mentality were actually also the flaws of many powerhouses. Tian Chen asked you to find someone. He said that he can help you break through 9. Your mentality is not strong. Who did he ask you to find? The heavenly hound ignored him. Why would he tell you? The other party might be a mentality path seed, Fang Ping murmured, and quickly said, Strange, Tian Chen died a long time ago, and he only revived not long ago. He has been guarding the celestial cemetery. Logically speaking, he should not know these things. When he died, he did not even have the immortal source. It's not strange that he knows about the 3 emperors, but how does he know about other things? He also said that the path of slaying the 3 emperors was decided 10,000 years ago. But didn't that guy die 20,000 years ago? How long ago was the last time Tianqin died? Almost 20,000 years. After that, Spirit Emperor took care of the old cat for 10,000 years. And then the heavenly realm changed drastically. Who told Tianqin these things 10,000 years ago? Tianqin was only in a deep sleep. He did not completely die. 10,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, the immortal source appeared, the virtual gate appeared, the real gate appeared 10,000 years ago. There were many changes, many big things happened. At that time, perhaps someone knew that Tianqin was not dead, so they told Tianqin, was it Celestial Emperor or Spirit Emperor? Not many people knew that Tianqin was not dead, but it was said that when Tianqin died, there was a big commotion. The 9 emperors and 4 emperors were watching. If they knew that Tianqin was not dead, perhaps someone would make a move. In the end, Tianqin revived. This meant that someone must have secretly caused some big commotion that day. Of course, back then, there was no immortal source. Even if he died, there would not be a bloody rain phenomenon. It was easier to cover up. Spirit Emperor. Tianqin knew all this. It was probably Spirit Emperor who told him. Fang Ping's eyes moved slightly, muttering, Spirit Emperor. Spirit Emperor is a homebody. How could she know who the mentality path seed is? Unless she has seen it before. Did she see a lot of people? Cat, Sherpa, Lin Zi, Kai Dai, Immortal Inquiring Island Lord. These 5 should be the ones who had the most contact with Spirit Emperor. This mentality path seed was probably not created by Spirit Emperor. Otherwise, she would not say that there were emperors who were traitors. She might have found something here. Lindsay, Sherpa, Fangping ruled out Cat. Could it be these 2? Beside him, Heavenly Hound bared its teeth, but did not speak. Sherpo's mentality is very strong. It fits, but if it was really him, you should have looked for Sherpa directly just now. If it wasn't Sherpa, could it be Lindsay? Fang Ping continued to speculate. Lin Zi is Spirit Emperor's niece, Moon Spirit, and Hong Kuan have both become seeds. They are all descendants of emperors. The possibility of Lin Zi is still very high. As for Immortal Inquiring Island Lord, she was a small fry back then. Who knows if she could have survived the war? The possibility of it being her is not high. The dragon transformation side. Wang Ruobing also has a strong background. She most likely won't die, because the dragon transformation is a descendant of the beast emperor, a disciple of the emperor god. Fang Ping deduced again. To look for seeds, they might have to look for those who were confirmed not to die. If they died, it might cause problems in the source world. Then the possibility of looking for descendants of emperors was very high to confirm that they would not die on Wang Ruobing's side. It seemed like she did not have a strong background, but in reality, it was still very strong. This could be seen from the fact that the dragon transformation went around looking for treasures to extend her life. Dragon transformation could even beg the emperors. If that's the case, it's either Lindsay or Kai Dai. Kai Dai was also considered Spirit Emperor's first disciple. If Lindsay was not included, the other emperor's first disciples were all heavenly kings. Spirit Emperor's side did not. But no matter what, he was still the first disciple. Those emperors who schemed back then probably knew that the possibility of killing the first disciple was not high. Lin Zi, Kai Dai, these 2 had the possibility of becoming spiritual forces seeds. No, Wang Ruobing, Hong Kuan, Moon Spirit all have one thing in common. They didn't die. They never died. Kai Dai resurrected once. This means that the probability of Lin Zi is higher. Lin Zi has always been alive. Fang Ping looked at Heavenly Hound. Suddenly, Heavenly Hound bared its teeth, glaring without saying a word. Fang Ping grinned. Tianqin asked you to look for Lin Zi, right? Humph. Fang Ping did not care, exhaling. Lin Zi, does she know that there's a problem with her own source world? She still doesn't know, because the other party might be plotting in secret, not as obvious as Wang Ruobing. Hong Kuan and Moon Spirit might not know in the beginning, right? Now, it's hard to say if they know or not. That Lin Zi might not have known about it. The modified source world might be similar to a normal person's source world. Fong Ping confirmed it was Lin Zi. Heavenly Hound could not help but ask, "You're sure it's her?" If the news was sent by Spirit Emperor, then it's most likely her. If it was sent to Tian Chun by the Celestial Arch, then it's hard to be sure. Fong Ping said, smiling, "But will the Celestial Arch send the news?" "I don't think so." Spirit Emperor might have only discovered something at the last moment of the battle, and she also had the chance to tell Tian Chun. Tian Chun is in deep sleep at 8th heaven, Spirit Emperor is at 9th heaven, or after the battle, Spirit Emperor only discovered the abnormality and told Tian Chun. This is also possible. The cat listened with a confused expression, knocking Heavenly Hound's head, asking curiously, "Big dog, is it Little Z?" It and Heavenly Hound were still very familiar with Lin Zi. Could it really be Lin Zi? Heavenly Hound bared its teeth, saying after a while, "It's her." "Wow, liar, you're so amazing." The cat was full of admiration. He could even guess it. Fong Ping said humbly, "It's just Essa." Tian Chun revealed a lot of information himself. "Plus, this dog is very stupid. I just casually swindled it." Heavenly Hound wanted to bite him to death. The cat asked hurriedly, "Will Little Z die?" "Probably not. The emperor who plotted in secret might just want to use their identity to hide these things. As for Wang Ruobing, maybe there was something wrong with that place, causing her to almost die. The emperor probably doesn't want them to die. If someone really died, then it's fine. Just find someone else." "Then why not Dragonmorph? Why Wang Ruobing?" At this moment, Ironhead was also curious. Wang Ruobing was just a child back then. Why look for Wang Ruobing? Since they could even plot against the emperor's descendant, why hide the thing on Wang Ruobing? Wouldn't it be better to change it to the emperor's descendant? Hongyu, celestial polarity, these people could all do. Fong Ping licked his lips, smiling. Who knows? Maybe something happened back then, and the emperor urgently needed someone but couldn't find the right person, or maybe he couldn't find the right person in time, so he found a baby and passed it to Dragonmorph. This was still a possibility, so Ironhead did not ask further. Old Man Lee asked, "If Lin Zi is the gathering point of mentality, can we break the mentality virtual gate through her?" "It should be possible. Otherwise, Tian Chun wouldn't have asked Heavenly Hound to look for her." Fong Ping laughed. "If that's the case, the gathering point of vitality and mentality are both in the human world. These were also the two most suitable paths for the human race. Other than that, in terms of vitality, this time the seed projection had collapsed in the human world, the vitality was rich, and with the virtual sky world in hand, Fong Ping was not too concerned. If that was the case, he had a chance to help people break the virtual gate. 3 gates. That was to break 9. As for whether it would work, he could not be sure, but he could try. Old Man Lee frowned. "Even if it's really at Lin Zi's, what do you think she'll agree to let you do?" This was to pry into someone else's source world, or even barge indirectly. Then their lives would be in the hands of the intruder. It had to be unguarded. Would Lin Zi agree? If she did not agree, could Fong Ping force her to agree? This was not Tian Chun. Tian Chun wanted to attack the human race, but Lin Zi did not. "Let's talk about it." Fong Ping laughed. "Leave this to Big Cat. I think we can still talk about it. This is not a good thing. They're similar to surrogate children. They're not giving birth to their own children. They're giving birth to someone else's. Hong Kuan and Moon Spirit, if they know the situation, I think we can talk about it. Of course, these two are not very reliable. Maybe they know it's best not to talk about this with them, lest they scheme against us." Did these two really not know? That was hard to say. Moon Spirit was extremely low-key, so was Hong Kuan. Of course, before this, they were cultivating quietly. How could they not know the situation? If they did not know, Hong Kuan would break 8 very soon. So would Moon Spirit. Could they not feel the abnormality? Fong Ping realized that it was not without reason that these people cultivated quickly. In this way, Fong Ping discovered the 4 seeds that the emperor had secretly planted. Whether it was 4 seeds, Fong Ping was not sure. For example, Wang Ruobing, did she really gather all the vitality paths? Would there be someone like Wang Ruobing gathering the vitality paths Tao? Fong Ping did not care about these. Right now, knowing Moon Spirit and the others was enough. Mass production of Breakthrough 9, Fong Ping muttered in his heart. It was very difficult. Without the ability to break 6 and 7, breaking the door would only make them explode. But this was an opportunity to fight against the Emperor. Breakthrough 9 was not as good as the Emperor, and they might even be controlled, but if there were many people, could the Emperor still control them? It's getting more and more interesting. Fong Ping laughed. This time, he had gained a lot. So much that he had almost forgotten Tian Chen's Tao in the Origin Realm. Peak Breakthrough 8's Tao. It might even be the real Tao. This person died before the Immortal Source was forged. After the Immortal Source was forged, almost all the martial artists in the 3 realms were forcibly brought into the Immortal Source. What about Tian Chen? Tian Chen was the only powerhouse who died before this, and only revived later. Heavenly King Subduing and the others either lived until now or died after the Immortal Source was forged. Was Tian Chen's Tao the same as the others? Above the Immortal Source, was there Tian Chen's Tao? I should take a look. Maybe I can find a way to leave the Immortal Source. Fong Ping said no more. His real body began to enter the Origin Realm to check. You're tuning in to the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.